Badomola recording.
Yes, go.
All right then. Last we left off, you guys finished up in Gontolgrim, and you each split between two factions to support your descent into the Nine Hells. And after having a huddle around the table and discussing, the two representatives of the factions realized that each of them had some weaknesses, and if they pulled their strengths together, in a way at least, to get you into Hells, it would have been better. So they decided to work together for the time being, but not necessarily they're on friendly terms. So Ramius provided you with a guide in the person of Kotam, which is a priest of Kelemvor, that was allowed and given the power from his god to travel through the Nine Hells to study them. He's also very knowledgeable in the Nine Hells, having made a few trips before. You met him in a cathedral in Waterdeep, and knowing about what is required for you to recover your souls, of course you need to know where they are, because the Hells are a vast place, and you would be looking literally for the needle in the haystack. So he's summoned someone that could answer that, and someone that at the same time was unable to lie because of a curse that Asmodeus himself has placed upon him. And he did so by summoning Beelzebul, one of the archdevils. And you guys were allowed to ask him questions about your souls, but he likes to play with you and ask about of your sins to get a little bit of a satisfaction before he answered. You each told him about your sins and the souls that you are interested in, and he replied. But Kotam, meanwhile, was losing grip on him slowly. Eventually, he escaped in a way that he took over Kotam and attacked you. But you managed to exorcise him back to Hells, and all was well. Then the goodbyes were said, and Kotam opened the portal to Avernus, and together you stepped through on the docks of the Bronze Citadel, where your barge, your means of transportation from one hell to the next and back again, was supposed to wait for you. Of course, the barge was late. It came after a few minutes, and the owner of the barge you met later, as well as the pilot. And this was a very peculiar character, some sort of a tiger man, a Rakshasha, if we were to judge by how his hands were rotated. And he told you about wanting to create some sort of a wandering emporium from scratch. So, and his license was coming to an end every 660 years. So he had to descend over to Nessus and renew the license with Asmodeus himself. And on the way there, he wanted to create one from scratch, so he had what to sell to the Lord of the Nine Hells. So he gave you a task. He was unwilling to move from the Bronze Citadel until you managed to secure a very attractive restaurant for him, or a place of a den of corruption here. So he told you to go to the Moss Rest and have the owner sign over the place to him. He gave you the contract. So all was well. You met with a guide, an imp, that you made a deal with. In exchange for 30% of your earnings during the Bronze Citadel, she will show you around, and you would be protected from all of the patrols that would try to conscript you, and or other traps that this city in Avernus would set up for you, let's say. She told you that in order to get to the Moss Rest, you needed a platinum token, and while you are here, you needed currency. The currency in Hell is mostly soul coins, so she told you a few opportunities, including a bounty about some very slippery Hezros, demons that were infiltrated into the city, as well as a jousting match that a certain Sir Robert of Neverwinter was willing to give up 10 soul coins to whomever manages to beat him in a jousting game. You went and dealt with the Hezros after Eldad found them, chilling into some sort of a crevasse near a small tributary of the River Styx. You beat them, returned back to the Erinias. She gave you the coins, and yeah, you made your first 4 soul coins.
3.
I believe that's 3, yes, because the one of them went over to Vesper, but even so, you made 4. All right, I think this is where we ended, right?
I think so.
Yes.
There is also a small
Right
matter
in front of the Maw's Rest.
N-am
Go
înțeles
ahead.
văd.
We
Lovren?
ended up right in front of the Maw's Rest.
You did, I don't
Friend,
believe.
what you want to say?
No, I don't think so.
Sesiunea s-a terminat, erați în Canyonul ăla unde v-ați bătut cu ea 2 Hezros.
Cred că s-a terminat fix înapoi în
Da,
plață.
după ce am... Da.
În plață, nu?
Gofren, nu te mai auzim.
Dar n-am mai zis nimic. Dacă îți vorbim
De ciudă, nu mai zis nimic. Ce vrei să zici acum sau?
There was only a matter of Grog suffering some transformation, that's all.
Yeah. Grove is visibly suffering as his skin has lost its elasticity, and with each blow that he gets in battle, it cracks some more and even sheds off or falls off in pieces. Anyway, meanwhile, Rain, you decided to stay back a little bit to get the lay of the land, the docks, and the ship that you'll be flying, will be sailing with, the barge. And you didn't stay much, a couple of minutes, but after that you try to reunite with your friends, but this is a quite weird city, not like you are used to back on the surface world, on the material plane. So you stumbled upon some streets, and much to your surprise, at some point you got cut off by a herd of something that can be easily compared to hell cows.
Okay.
And they seem to be in a herd, and 3 imps were trying to get them to go somewhere, but of course they had a different opinion about that, and it had created some kind of some ruckus around the streets, which the denizens seem to be pretty accustomed with. However, you are completely taken by surprise, and you see yourself facing this herd as it comes your way, and you have to find a quick, who knows, think fast on your feet to get to an alley, or even try to avoid them as much as possible. So let's say that I'll be asking of you a dexterity saving throw, DC 15, and let's see how much you fail. Or not.
Hai să vedem.
It's November, what the fuck. Oh my God.
I failed.
All right, the difference between Bill, nu ești acolo, stai cu minte.
You want to succeed at a cost, maybe?
It's just cows.
Patona, că toți ne invadează.
No. Let's see where this goes. I try to dodge out of the way și sunt total pierdut. Văzând this hell house coming from every direction și not knowing exactly the land, mă dau cumva în stânga, I realize că fix ca la locurile alea de I don't know cum se numesc, gen de fugi și trebuie să ocolești obstacole. Tot când vine o altă vacă din față.
Correct. Before you know it, you find yourself in the middle of the herd. So you realize that the danger was not being stampeded by these creatures. However, everybody was going out of their way because of their stench. These are stench cows, and you in the middle of them are subjected to the most horrible stench that I've ever felt. You are a were-rat or were-rat adjacent. You are accustomed to smells, but this is something else. This is a stench of hell and of the stenchiest creatures in the multiverse. So let's. Now you have to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC was 15, but we add the difference that you have failed from the dexterity saving throw, because that means you are exposed to more cows than could have been. So that's 20 something.
Can
Almost.
I shift into rat? Maybe I take the smell a bit better.
Okay, you shift into a rat, trying to adjust your nose from human to rat and be able to take this a little bit better. So let's say the DC is back, going back down, 18. Constitution saving throw.
Un con save la 18, hai să vedem.
Yeah.
Not my strong... nope. Close, but not there.
Wow, I expected that, you being a cleric. All right, you managed to... your nose helps, but not enough. So roll me 1d4, please.
He tricked you.
Okay.
You expected him to be a cleric, but he tricked you.
You get nauseous, and you get a poison condition for the next 2 hours.
Okay.
Bun. Eventually, after all of the hurt had passed you, you meet with the rest of the party in the streets, in the what can be considered the social center of the Bronze Citadel, because the actual center is the huge tower in which the Lord of the First sometimes stays there and rules the realm. And you see them pocketing free soul coins. Now you're back with them.
Finally, I found you. I heard that food here in Avernus is wretched, but let me give you some advice. Stay away from the beef.
Is he smelling bad or?
No.
Okay.
But you see him,
Moving.
it has less color than usual.
He's
You
smelly on
okay?
the inside.
Did you drink something without us?
If only, but no, that's not it. I got almost stampeded by a horde of hell cows. But being in the middle of them, maybe it was better if they would have stepped on me and then leave it there. Their smell is terrible. It's horrific. I have never smelled anything that bad in my life, and trust me, I've smelled some weird stuff.
That's a point noted, I guess. Avoid the cows.
Yes, at least hold your breath around them.
Do the cows, how can we expect them to come like frequently, or it's hard to believe they just out of nowhere herd of cows start stampeding.
Well, I may be a cleric of Asmodeus, but the flora and fauna of Avernus is not something that I have studied before.
Maybe we can ask Vesper how often cows are roaming the streets.
You know how the saying goes. We go and party until the cows come home. You go once in the morning and they return back in at the end of the day. They are a great business around here. Great food source. Like the place you wanted me to take you, the Mosrest, is known for having the best texture on the stench cow in all of the Bronze Citadel. People go there just to feast. As you know, since we cannot feel taste here in the furnace, at least we appreciate a good texture.
So, if you don't feel,
Brilliant, bloody brilliant.
if you don't feel taste, what does the food taste like?
Like bland, nothing, sand. As if you shove dirt in your mouth. But dirt is icky, you know, like grainy, not cool. But the texture, at least, you can enjoy.
But
But
you still
since
have
you're
to. You still have to consume it for sustenance.
me, we devils, no, just for pleasure. However, there are a few mortals around here that need to feed.
For pleasure, bland food.
Yeah.
You're
What
more
pleasure
curious.
do you take from eating dirt?
Have you never shoved something in your mouth just for the sake of the texture? Like big and girthy? No?
No, Vesper.
Just me then?
And now I'm worried.
I did once. Didn't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. At least you tried it.
It was a spider.
Oh, I love those. I love how they tickle in your mouth when you try to eat them.
Let's just move along.
Rage
Yes.
starts to rage. După tot
So,
mirosul ăla, discuția asta îi provoacă sila.
so where would you like to go? Would you like to try to earn some more coins? Like,
Yeah, we would like to go to that
You want to
guy
challenge?
with the jousting.
You want to
Sounds
challenge
fun.
Sir Robert?
Sure.
Oh, this
Soul
is something
coins?
that I want to see.
Well, this was easy.
You-
If soul coins, I guess that's gonna be easy also.
Sure.
We secured the platinum token.
yes.
We have the
Well,
token that will allow us access to Mosere, so why not have some fun until then?
Well, we need soul coins to get there.
I don't think so. Unless you want to be a big spender or something.
Well, you never know.
But by all means, I want to see you joust.
Well,
Yeah,
the just
I'm up for some entertainment too, Joe.
Who knows? He might break some hearts. Devilish hearts. And I don't mean literally, okay? Do not kill anyone. Joe? I mean it.
Yeah, well, killing. We're not into killing.
I know that look. Come on. In fact, why don't you let me keep your sword or why you are jousting?
Well, let's see what the conditions are first, and we'll see if I need my sword or not.
I'm curious about the conditions as well. From what I know of this place, the fight should be actually quite fair
That
And,
depends on the
on-
contract, I guess.
on the first look.
You do realize that he never lost a challenge, right? Just making sure you understand.
Yeah, well,
You
there's
mean
always a
Joe
first
or
time.
Sir
Yeah,
November?
both of them, because one of them never did any
Yeah, see, so
jousting.
it's the champions duel now. Two unlosers.
What do we
Basically.
know of this Sir?
That he never loses a duel.
well, I can
Okay.
tell you, he's
Please.
from Neverwinter. It's a place in the material plane. I don't know if you have heard of it.
We've been
I'll-
passing, yeah.
He got stuck here. I don't know how. At some point, he was quite favored by Zariel in a way that she liked seeing him fight. she came to some of his matches. Lately, hasn't been the same. Lord Bell doesn't like Sir Robert that much, so yes. And sadly for the guy, he's been so long in hell without being dead, an actual mortal, that he got twisted and shifted by the Iker, by the corruption. You know how it goes.
So
I don't know what
he's
he's...
corrupted or something like that?
He kind of looks funky, you know? Not like you expect someone from the material plane to look.
What is his motivation? What does he find for? Does he do it for the glory? Does he do it for people recognizing him, or he loves the thrill of it? What do you think?
I don't think he loves anything. He just looks miserable all the time. He sometimes even forgets to eat for days. And maybe he's looking for a quick release. I don't know. But looking for someone to defeat him for some reason. He's
Probably
even...
has nothing else to do.
I know that once when he was here first, he would ask put 10 soul coins, and if you beat me, I give you 20. If I beat you, I take your soul coins. Lately, not even asking for soul coins. He said that whoever can beat him shall receive 10 soul coins.
Well, see, told you, easy soul coins.
Yep. Can I be your squire?
The duels are not to the death, but those that are sometimes unlucky or do not that accidentally fall into lava, sometimes they never come up ever again. So
Lava again.
look at this place; it's full of it.
Yes,
This
Yes.
you are born from some lava. You big red dragonborn.
This is an industrious citadel. The rest of Avernus mostly a wasteland, but in these places, we tap into the hellfire to create stuff. I don't know. I'm not into the guns or the weapons or the war machines business. I'm just a mere guy.
How long has Sir Robert been doing this?
Some say for 30 years.
And in 30 years, he never lost a duel?
No?
How old are you, Joe?
I'm
12
I don't even.
Those
I
of
don't.
them-
weeks.
Yeah. A couple of weeks. I just hatched a couple of weeks ago.
I'm starting to see a problem.
Yeah, but he's old and tired and bored.
I-
If we're not losing, what are we? We're not even wagering our soul coins or anything. We just have a chance to
Yeah,
make some
Rain.
more.
Don't be a party pooper, Rain.
I
No,
can take
no,
a couple of blows.
I'm definitely
Well,
not going to shy away from some entertainment.
I
It's
just hope
as long
the
as-
lava is not in the way too much.
Exactly.
The
That's
floor
what I
is lava.
wanted to say.
Yes.
As long as you stay away from the lava, I would hate to see my godchild be swallowed by lava so fast.
Yeah.
So shall I take it, Sir Robert?
Yes, please. Come on, Joe. You are not the chosen one of the lava. You are chosen one of us.
Well, I hope so. I guess this is the first time I hope I'll not be chosen by.
Rainbreaker Joe. Has a good ring to it.
As you are progressing through the streets, at some point you
Looking
hear some
around for cows. Okay. Carry on.
cows. At some point you hear a lot of labored sounds, as if people are devils or whatever they are here are struggling, and unfortunately it's a little bit in your way, and it seemed that some sort of a wall had collapsed somewhere in part of the city, and there are some lemures there that are forced to get onto the pile of rubble and remove it. In them removing that pile of rubble, sometimes they make it fall on their own and hear screams as those lemurs return back to the river Styx to be born again in a few months. Above them all, there is a horn devil, some sort of a higher devil in the hierarchy, watching over their labor. And immediately, he kind of smells your approach, and he looks towards you. He's like, well. What we have here, idle workers. Now, I do not care who is your master. You shall join the effort in removing this rubble. Post haste. Do you understand me?
No. Sorry, no understand you.
Why do you think that you can command us? And I'm not asking impolitely. I was just standing here and appreciating the fine clockwork-like machine that you're running here. But you see, Mr. Horndevil, we are not cogs in your machine.
Oh, but in whose are you then?
Bit or
Show him
should I
the
say
show him the
lower
symbol.
down?
Come on, Rain, show him the symbol.
No, there's no need to, pull rank on him like that.
You think so?
You want to say that you are not yet conscripted, that you not have masters, that are running around the city like savages? I knew that there were still some of you around here like that.
You mean like those demons that we just killed? Running around? Killing, making chaos out of this properly ordered city? Surely we are not something.
So you
like
answer to Lisal then. Then you should know that I am higher ranked than her. And you shall do as I say.
We were sent to help Lisa. No, we answered to someone more higher up.
He jumps down from the part of the building that he was perched upon and comes and gives you a sniff. How I love defiance. Usually these like you made out of flesh and bones. They do not have your guts. Now, I'm gonna tell you once again. Go there, join in the effort of the pile removal, or die on the spot.
What's in for us if we work for you there? See? You're also funny.
You get to keep your lives if you do not die in the effort, of course.
Mr. I didn't get your name. I'm Rain, by the way. Rain Silvermantle.
You may call me Master.
Mr. Master.
Master is just fine.
I'm a polite man. You may call me Mr. Rain, and I will call you Mr. Master. So, Mr. Master, even though you are a greater devil and probably one of the most impressive ones that I have seen in Avernus, our early short trek so far, I assure you that we have been sent here on a mission that does not allow us time to waste in hail with fine-tuning this machinery that you run here. You see, our mission is of utmost importance and also of utmost discretion. În timp ce spun chestia asta, îmi scot lanțul de la gât cu holy symbol-ul Asmodeus. We have this guide here și îl iau pe Vesper și îl arunc.
Vesper e o she, just so you know.
E sau she?
She.
Și, ok, o iau pe Vesper, sorry. O iau pe Vesper și o spun așa un pic în față, who's leading us, and she can attest of the shortage of time that we are unfortunately cursed with. So,
Yes,
just
this speak to.
being as politely as possible, please let us pass. There is no need to escalate this upstairs.
He takes your necklace in his clawed hands as if to look at it, and then he brings it up to his nose a little bit and he gives it a sniff. This does not smell like it's been in hell for long. I'll have you know, says Vesper, that these are indeed sent by the one above all. And you are now interfering with official business. You see, you look at them looking at the lemurs there. You do not wish to become one again, don't you? After you've worked so hard to become such an authoritative figure here at the Bronze Citadel. And she's an imp speaks to me like that. Well, you might be higher in rank than me, but my master is higher rank than yours, and theirs, of course.
No, Vesper, please do not offend this noble master here. He's doing his job, and as you can see, look at the lemur's work. He's doing an excellent job. This man, devil, deserves praise above anything else, Vesper. So please, mind your station, girl.
Would you like to roll me a deception with advantage, please?
Okay.
We shall give a 5-star review of your work.
Și alt parcă era la avantaj, nu?
Alt.
Shalt.
Da, am ținut pe alt. Dacă mai
Mai dau o dată.
Nu știu de ce nu luat. Acum l-a luat. Da, așa am făcea și înainte, era nouă.
Da.
Mi-a luat keep lowest. Dubios. Da, unul e 18, unul este 16.
Ai dat cu dezavantaj sau...
Da, am dat cu alt, nu, am dat cu alt, I don't know why he's doing that. Dar din celălalt a fost, de fapt nu, unul e 10 și unul e 1, dacă e să le iei în ordine.
Yeah, it's fine. He kinda... Yes, forgive me. You may pass.
Shift este, scuze, pentru
Te-ai schimbat tu,
10.000 de
înseamnă.
zari.
Probabil.
Nu, stai, shift mi-a dat tot cu keep lowest, nu ce... Nu, cred că e tastatura de la Mac, care e altfel. Da, ok, never mind, a spus să dau de...
Dai de 2 ori când e nevoie și nu e problemă. Bun.
S-a zis aia cu e ok prima oară cu Foundry? Nu,
Încă nu, dacă suntem la început acum. Nu, că nu sunt încă frustrări. Ok, alright, he clears his voice. Okay, you may pass.
Thank you, and I'll make sure to mention you in my report of an excellent job and excellent judgment.
Yes, Matrox, the Honda. Matrox.
Mr. Master.
He said Matrox.
Matrox.
Sorry, but I've got you as Mr. Master.
Yes, that's what... never mind, just carry on. And you arrive here at the edge of the city, literally the last building in a row before you see the planes in the back there. There is a stone hovel like one room house, and Vesper knocks at the door. Sir Robert, you have a new challenger. And as eventually, after a couple of seconds, someone does open the door. He does look like he's quite miserable, sunken eyes. Seems like all hair has fallen from his body where one used to be, and you see appendages exiting out of his body that shouldn't be normal for a human being. And he goes like, Welcome, everyone. It has been some time since anyone decided to challenge me. I am Sir Robert, formerly of Neverwinter. Do you know about the rules?
We have to.
Dau un cot lui Joe, this is your show.
Yeah, we have to joust you, and we get soul coins.
If you manage to defeat me, yes, I have 10 soul coins. Well
Nice.
then, follow me, I will explain it on the way. We'll go out onto these plains a little bit in the hills over there. And he exits with one foot out of the hovel, then he goes back in the house and takes something and shoves it in his mouth as if to eat. I guess I need a little bit of strength if we were to joust. And yeah, we will joust on the beasts that call me friend. And he explains a bit of the rules on the way there, that it's gonna be with lances at the top of mighty beasts, and whomever manages to unsaddle the other one shall win.
Yep. Sounds good.
You want to do it like whoever does first, or the best out of 3?
Yeah, let's do best out of 3 so I can mess up the first one with.
All right then, watch your step. And says as you start going up this hill and walking past rivers, small rivers of lava. Eventually, you get to a place up here, and then he kind of does a cry like and as if to call something, and something calls back in the same and you see 12 flying creatures coming to the scene and answering his call.
Whoa.
Okay.
Pterodactyls.
Pterodactyl.
And
Also,
they
we're
perch.
jousting on fucking flying beasts. Okay.
Yes, has nobody told you?
No. Guess they missed that one.
Well, yes, they do like to make this interesting for everyone. 12 of them, they perch around the higher spots around here, and he says, one, I guess.
Sir Robert, might I inquire, would it be okay if we attempted to bestow a blessing of good luck upon Joe during your...
That is not allowed. Any magic or any other sort of stuff that comes from outside shall be counted as immediately disqualified. And do not do that, as I would know. This is a
We are-
battle of men, of honor, not of silly magics.
We are all creatures of honor here. Wouldn't even dream of doing that. But I'm a curious individual. How would you know?
I have a sense. I've been here a while. I can smell it. I can smell that this guy is gonna rot soon.
What guy?
Looks at you.
That's not fair. You know, you say you want to fight like men, but you have so many tentacles and appendages. How is that fair?
What do you mean? We all are born or made. Look at him. He has horns. He has scales.
He was born
and
with those. Were you born with these things?
Yeah.
I was
Don't worry.
reborn with these.
Don't worry, Grog.
Such are
Those
the
won't make a
terms.
difference.
This guy here has that new dragonborn smell. And he smells like he is quite resistant to fire. So is that fair? It's not fair.
Sir Robert, if you allow me one question, in the unexpected circumstance that some other factor beyond our control would intervene in the fight in the favor of one or another, might we also intervene to eliminate said factor to ensure a fair play fight?
I have no
Yes,
idea
but
what you
that-
just said.
That never
Maybe.
happens. This is something that the creatures around here they enjoy. You'll see them popping out around here to watch. Some,
As long as the creatures stay where they are.
well, yes, they would even protect the sanctity of this place. There were at times devils, one or the others, or even mortals, that they do not like the outcome. They have struck or attempted to strike against me and my beasts. But I had to raise no fingers because they immediately got eliminated by the devils enjoying what I do here. It is sick. I do not suffer their presence, but they seem to love mine. And here I am, stuck in here.
Why don't you
Often-
go back
Go back to where?
to the mortal plane, material plane? Sorry.
It is impossible for me to do that.
Why?
Because of a deal I made to save my daughter.
Oh.
I'm stuck here forever.
Did you manage to save it before?
I'm being told that she's doing well. She has found a good man, and they have two beautiful children. So yes,
And if you were to leave this place, then do you think your daughter would be put in danger?
most certainly, agents will be sent to assassinate her and her family, offsprings. And if I continue to stay here, and she will have children of her own, and their children will have children of their own. Whenever I leave, all that has spawned out of her will be murdered. So here I am, doing my thing here, but at least she's safe, you know?
What if you are
That's so tragic.
reborn or resurrected? That allow you to leave?
I do not know of any loopholes, nor have I wanted to search for loopholes, because what if I attempt something and then I'll break the contract, and she will die. It is too risky.
Where is your daughter living?
Neverwinter,
I see.
the place where I was born, when she was born, but she was a sickly child, you know. We would have lost her in but a few months if I didn't do anything.
Does
So you
she
burdened.
know about you?
I mean, she knows that she has a father that died bravely while defending the city against some bandits.
I see.
Why does it matter?
No,
You
it
came here
doesn't.
for jousting,
Yes.
not for sob stories.
I like to collect stories. They help me
And then-
understand the world.
Then
And
I shall
I-
give.
Spune.
Then you shall have my story for free. Then, at least someone will remember me, or will know of me, until you, of course, have died or passed it on. Go ahead,
Well-
Rain.
Well, no matter how this duel will end, if we are able to return to the material plane, if you want to pass a message, to send something to your family, let us know.
Well, think about it. But you might think differently if a friend here falls in lava and dies.
Yeah, we can send
Anyway.
some token from our friend falling in the lava.
My friend, my challenger, you may pick the beast and you may pick either side to start this duel on.
What about the weapons? I'm sorry to keep asking questions, but
Didn't I say it is gonna be with the lance?
are there usual lands, normal, or are they special, like the mounts?
he shows you a basic lance made out of scrap metal that was found around here. As regular lances. And yeah, ce vrea Rain să facă? Ok,
Că
vorbește cu
îl
John.
ține Grog pe să
Go ahead, go
scoată de
ahead.
vorbă. Vreau să-i dau un potion of fire resistance lui Joe.
They don't stack.
Ai deja?
Okay.
I'm
Uite,
fire
pe la el,
resistant.
e roșu.
Dar
ai
e
fire
Dragonborn.
resistance. Yeah, ok.
Yeah.
Și câteva caltrops.
I
Just
have
in- Just in case.
I have caltrops.
Well, in that case, I suppose you're more resourceful than I thought.
Well,
Good luck in that
getting
speed.
some Night, would getting some healing be against the rules?
After you
Getting
fall.
healing before?
Yeah.
After you
Before.
fall...
No, now.
Uh,
Some healing
acum
now.
poți să primești să intri, da. Că
Yeah, Rain, if you want to help, give me a bit
Yeah.
of
Bagă un
those
deget undeva.
bug. Yeah,
The
the
usual.
de dacă
do your
faci base
finger.
out of free, nu mai bagă nimeni.
Da, nu. Acum.
Ok. Beast will come and drag, get Sir Robert.
Ok, hai să punem 20.
Ah!
A mers? Nu s-a...
Nu m-a targetat.
Da, nu știu.
Dar mi-am pus eu de mână.
Targetasa? Ah, ok.
Te-ai targetat pe tine Silver Mantle și te-a dat 0, că era la full deja. Dai 21.
Știu din ce
Bun.
cauză. Fiindcă am o setare care îmi pune la click, îmi pune targetul.
Dacă n-apeși click, da, dacă vrei să o modifici, te duci în
Da, vreau
setting
să
și
modific
smart,
asta. Da,
schimbi
știu de
smart
unde.
targeting-ul. Da.
Mhm.
Bun. Sper că te lasă.
I choose you.
Așa.
Nu te lasă?
Nope.
Rezolvăm imediat. Alright.
I'll try and climb and grab the guy.
Jos sau sus?
Partea așa cum suntem.
De jos.
Jos.
Jos. Targeting mode. Să dai un reload. Dați toți un
Am
reload.
dat deja, da, gata, dau acum.
Acum. Că era blocată pe world settings for some reason. Bun. Du-te pe ultimul pătrățel. Puteți să treceți pe margine, să asistați.
Stai că la mine load e.
Make alarm în Muradin guide your lance, Joe.
Ok.
In the art of... Ok, suntem pe aceeași linie. Bun. Sunt 315 feet dintr-o parte în cealaltă. O să rolăm amândoi 315, facem average-ul și să vedem pe care pătrățel ne întâlnim în mijloc.
Yep. Before starting, I will rage.
Ok. Când ne întâlnim, facem fiecare un lance attack.
Ok.
Și după ce facem lance attack-ul, mai discutăm. Deci să-l targetez pe Robert. Bun. De un de 315, pardon.
Deci, de 315.
293. 162. What's the average of that?
Incredibil.
193. 160. Tot dai cu dezavantaj. 455 împărțit la 2. Ne întâlnim la 227. Tu ai dat mai mult. Numărăm 227 de la tine. Deci 225 să zicem. Rounded down.
Yep.
Whee! Alright. Somehow you managed to stir you took the faster bird and you managed to get here much faster than he does. Ia pot să-i dau mirajul ăsta. Bun. As you meet yourselves in the middle with lances, lance are rich, nu? Deci ne dăm așa.
Da.
Bun. He will do a lance attack against you and will do a lance attack against him. Wow. He doesn't hit you. However, let's see if you hit him.
If I hit him, can I use my reckless stuff? Abilities and such? Or what? I'm asking. How's the game work?
The game is
Or
teoretic
just
ar trebui să fie regular.
Normal attack, ok.
It's not the usual environment in which you are used to fight.
Yeah. Eu nu pot să-l targetez pe ăsta.
Dar dacă, uite, de fapt, dacă vrei să dai reckless, poți să dai, dar are și avantaj împotriva ta.
Ok.
Deci să nu poți să targetezi. Mergi
Nu
în
mă
mijloc pe el.
lasă. Nu mă lasă. Dau click pe el să-l targetez și nu mă lasă. Nu tot sare aia, ca și cum...
Probabil că când am încercat
Uite,
să-i
așa.
deblochez...
Ok, nu, merge cu T.
Se duce tu în smart targeting, probabil că când am dat să poată să schimbe vertigo, s-a schimbat toată lumea
Ok,
și să meargă fiecare la
contează.
de flip.
E ok.
Bun,
E atac
deci
cu ce atac?
reckless.
Cu Great Sword-ul meu?
Cu lance-ul, boss, ți-am dat un lance.
Mi-ai dat un lance. Hai. Oh, nice.
Cu reckless sau nu? O să întrebam.
Nu reckless.
Nu reckless. Alright. You hit him for 28 points of damage.
Why?
Nu putem te ai dat 28 pe zar, pardon. 11 points of damage. Nu știu ce se întâmplă acolo cu rolurile. Tu testezi roluri, am înțeles. Bun. Momentul
Am pus
în care...
pe self. Nu cred că le mai vede nimeni. Eram pe self-roll.
Le văd eu că
DM-ul
sunt...
Ok.
ok.
Scuze, încerc să...
Nu e problemă. Să vrei să faci avantajul sau ce?
Da, nu merge, nu știu care e treaba. Orice, am intrat și în key bindings, am pus și shift și alt, orice merge, dă cu dezavantaj, nu dă cu avantaj. O să gata, ignor.
Curios. Da. Deci, în momentul în care cineva este hit, trebuie să facă two checks to determine if they're unseated. The first one is an animal handling check. Wow. Measured against the DC, which is the 8 plus the damage inflicted. Are 19. 8 plus 11 e 19, da?
Da.
Bun. Și el o să facă un animal handling check, trying to keep hold of the beast. I'm rolling very well, which means that he is 12. That one is a hit, and if you fail, and if you fail the animal handling check, you will do the strength athletics check that means that that determines if you are staying in the saddle or not with disadvantage. And athletics with disadvantage, which is a DC of, let me check, against the same DC, determine the damage. All right.
Man.
All right. He remains seated, even though it was touch and go for a second. At which point you will continue to fly by past each other, and you will go up top, and he will come down low. The first round is still ongoing.
Ok.
Și acum din nou o să rulăm un 315 să vedem unde ne întâlnim.
That is tense shit.
129, 179, cineva să facă quick maths?
Nu ne întâlnim.
Eu. Nu vă întâlniți?
Ba,
Dacă nu vă întâlniți nicăieri, înseamnă că vă întâlniți la mijloc.
Ne întâlnim.
Plus 3, celălalt 2, fix la mijloc, 154. Ok. De obicei. Bun, 150 150. Bagă și tu 150.
3 din 2, 20.
Let's fuck each other up.
150,5.
Da, e fix acolo. Pe recurici. Alright. Cum îl ataci?
I will just normally attack him.
Bun.
Let's.
Și te la 100 de feet in the air, by the way.
Yeah.
Good roll.
Oh my god.
Lance. Hits you. And damage.
Și o să-mi dea un damage de ăla de nu pot duce.
11. Și tu ai 10. Bun.
Dar
Uh,
de ce sunt damage-urile diferite pe lensuri?
Ai proficiency.
Că eu am de 10 pe lens și el are de 12 pe lens.
Ah, am crezut că te referi la...
da, nu știu, e o întrebare foarte bună, că așa el, că e în NPC. Dar
Lansul
dacă
e mai
vrem...
șmecher.
Nu, are, uite, o să rerulez corect, de dat, adică corect, cu D10.
Wow.
Get
Nu le voi consuma pe astea.
Get wrecked.
Bun. 8. Alright. Dă-mi un animal handling check de 8 plus 8, care face 16.
Lol.
That's a fail. Athletics cu dezavantaj.
Care e athletics normal. Atunci...
Deci îți folosești și alea.
Păi raging, nu? Sau e jocul fără nimica skill-uri.
Du-te în morți.
Și tu ai dat 10 damage?
11.
11 damage. Deci tu 19.
Doamne, ce retardat sunt.
10
De ce?
ai dat, mă. Ai dat 2 cu 5 cu 3.
10 damage.
Ah, nu, stai, da, scuze, nu, mă uitam la, scrie acolo numele meu unde m-a atacat el pe mine și...
Deci, ok, 12, ratează. Athletics. He makes it. Ok, nu te mai duci sus. Dă din nou, e tot egal, nu cade nimeni. Unul de 315, 215.
Ne întâlnim pe aici, pe undeva, cât...
Păi tu ai 260, n-am văzut. 262. Îți face noi matematică, spune ce făceai de nu mergea?
Sunt poison.
Ești poison. Corect? Aici ne întâlnim. Ataci normal, da?
Nu, pe la spre mijloc ar trebui să ne întâlnim, că diferența e mică între ele.
238, am dat ca și cum ne-am întâlnit din...
Ok.
Ca și cum am plecat iar din
Atacăm! Hai că să atacăm mai...
de jos până acolo 230. Atachem.
Bun.
Zic cât lovești. 7. Bun. Lance. Te-am merit. Te-am merit? Nu te-am targetat. Bun. Mi-a dat 15 damage.
Da.
Bun. 15 damage este un foarte mare...
N-ai mai dat cu reckless?
Nu dau cu reckless.
reckless. 20, that's also a fail. Și athletics cu dezavantaj. Alright. Sir Robert is unseated. In the first round, he falls out of the saddle. To determine where he falls, we'll roll a d8 for direction. 8 is here. And a d6 for how many squares he falls away from. 4. So 1, 2,
This is my
3,
godchild.
4. Straight into the lava, which will inflict a 10 d10 fire damage to Sir Robert.
Can we save him somehow?
Pot să
Pentru-
vreau să castez... fuck,
Păi nu-
default.
Cade, își ia 4-6 de fire damage, după aia vine pterodactilul și îl recuperează.
Ok.
He's not dying. This is...
Yeah, the gesture counts.
I know. He goes like, oh, well played. You got 1 point. Oh. Let's go. Round 2. Trebuie să fac...
Oh no!
Putem să mergem să-l încurajăm pe
Do you wish a moment to
Joe?
heal yourself? To restore your energy?
Întreb pe Sir Robert.
Yeah.
No. Keep going. Do you need a moment?
No, go. Let's finish this.
I thought that we were honorable men, but I see that the powers of your rage gives you a distinct advantage.
Well, you said no external helps are needed, and I'm not using most of my...
Alright. Cât e media?
240 cu...
53.
263, alright.
267...
53.
507 pe din 2,
Dar-
253.
Ok.
Am ciudat.
200.
Metoda asta.
Păi nu, ce ar trebui... Păi nu, nu așa ar trebui să facem, ar trebui să scădem diferența 27 și de la centru să
Nu, dar
scădem
doar un
diferența
rol.
respectivă.
Și ăla e rolul. Unul unde se întâlnește la rolul ăla.
Fair enough, dacă asta mai facem matematică. De data asta ne întâlnim aici. Go.
Păi dă-i tu primul. Că
Bine,
Eu am-
dar nu
am
mai
tot
voie
dat
să mă
eu.
dai cu reckless.
Nu.
Ok, that's one hit. Acum 7. Dă-i
animal handling.
animal handling.
No,
17. Nu, 17, 15. You are
I am.
dezavantaj athletics. Sau normal. Alright. You stay on the power of your rage. With the power of your cheating. You hit him. Wow. Ok. 18. Oh.
Can
Ar
he
putea să
actually
ajungă
say?
el. Are plus 9, ar putea dacă ar da niște zaruri, dar nu dă niște zaruri. Alright, he falls. He tumbles to the ground. In 4.
Stai că acum văd că eu de fapt citui de 2 ori aici.
Ce?
Eu citui de 2 ori. Am și rage damage extra care îl forțează pe el să dea save-uri mai mari.
Yep. He falls on the ground. 100 de feet înseamnă 10 de 6 bludgeoning damage.
9 de 6. Primii 10 feet sunt free.
Am dat 9 de 16. Ce pula mea? Nu-i bine. Bun. He falls to the ground. Tumbles. 32. Takes damage. He survives it. All right. He unmounts. He throws the 10 soul coins on the ground in a pouch. He says, "These are yours, but you did not win them honorably. I do not wish to see your face ever again in my life." He leaves.
Ouch.
Returns back to the path, back to the Bronze Citadel. And you also get removed from the saddles. And the birds also go back to their roosting place.
Wait, aren't you going to tell us the name of your daughter so we can find her eventually?
Nope.
Ah. Can't make a good deed in this world. This place is truly wretched.
It was worth a shot, Grog. I for one am glad Joe's still in one piece. But that was some spectacular jousting, my friend. Maybe a hymn is in order. I should ponder on that. So, where to now? Mau's Rest?
Joe, would you like to do more duels or anything else? Or will we go to Mau's Rest and check the
Yeah,
textures?
I think.
Joe is feeling
I
dirty
think-
right now.
Yeah,
Are you feeling dirty or are you just oblivious to the nature of fair play?
yeah, but the guy
Yeah,
said
he's
no
oblivious. He's
no
oblivious,
external
yeah.
help. I
He's
didn't use
not.
external help.
He's not feeling anything.
I didn't even use my 20 feet of range. No. No. Yeah, we should head out.
Don't fret yourself too much, Joe. He was just not used to being defeated. Defeat leaves a sour taste, especially for one who's not used to it. He
Well,
used his.
apparently, victory also can leave a sour taste. Yeah. Who knew?
Only if you allow it, friend.
I thought there's no taste in hell, but I guess.
Oh, there are a lot of tastes here, but none are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Seems so.
Don't allow it. He had the advantage of the ground, he had the advantage of the rules. He has been doing this for 30 years. The way I see it, he was the one who was in advantage. You beat him fair and square.
Yeah. Still, I might come back and have another round with him once we're done with.
Say, Vesper, is there any chance you can, release these news across the city that Sir Robert has been defeated by a representative of a group of new heroes?
You
newcomers?
don't know what you're asking. I mean,
Actually, I don't.
the Citadel already knows that Sir Robert has been defeated unlawfully. When,
Unlawfully? Ha!
You will see that the whole fury of the city will fall upon you. We must hide you. We must go back in the back alleys. Not show your face. Do you have a cloak to hide your friend?
I do, but why should we all be subjected of this fury?
They're your friend. I mean, the city They love Sir Robert of Neverwinter and his honorable duels.
How
The
is
fact, the stigma. Ah, I cannot believe it.
you are
I'm-
also
I'm-
then a part of this? You are also
Yes, I also do not like your friend anymore, but I am bound by the contract that we have made to remain as your lawful guide until you leave. I cannot believe what's happening.
speaking
The
of this.
repulsion I'm feeling towards this guy right now. I want to strangle him. I want to enter into his mouth and exit out of his anus as I destroy him from inside. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, Vesper, chill, Daddy. No, Daddy, chill.
Do you want to slap him for a bit just to relax
Can
yourself?
I poke his eye out? The left or the right one? I'm sure he doesn't need both of them. I don't know what's happening. It's clear that
Vesper, how do you know? You never left. How do you know that the Brass Citadel is in shock right now?
I just feel it. I don't know. It's something happening. I believe there is a spell placed on the whole plane by the previous Lord of the First. Did I ever tell you how protective she was of Sir Robert? I wanna kill you!
No, wait, Vesper. Wait.
Wait, he's
Because not
still
tonight,
raging. You will not do much damage.
Man, we must set this straight if things are this dire. We need the support
Call him back.
of the influential figures here in
Bronze City.
in Avernus. The Avernus, vreau să zic. We must clearly state that there was no unlawful conduct during this contest, and everything that was done was well within the contract. And if there is anyone to blame, then is whoever drafted that contract for Sir Robert, because
But-
they should have been more specific.
But why blame anyone? It's just
Oh, because people love a show, Grog. People love to have someone to blame, but let's make sure that they don't blame Joe.
this is not productive. There shouldn't be any blame. There should be only working to a goal, achieving
Yes,
something.
and we should all be swimming in rivers of milk and honey right now. But, well, we're not, and we're in hell, so let's deal with it.
Some of us were swimming with cows recently, but who am I to argue that?
Rain starts raging over. Don't remind me.
But Vesper, if this was unfair, I'm totally confused now. How is anyone supposed to win if they don't bring their own experience and their own prowess into this duel? You saw Sir Robert. He's changed. He's not the same man that he was 30 years ago when he came. Why aren't his adversaries supposed to use whatever they gained during this time?
Sir Robert also knows a lot of things, a lot of strength that he has got through his transformation, but like as you said, as you saw, he didn't use them because you're going to no use. I don't know. I'm barely an imp.
Well, in the mortal realm, this would be considered a sore loss. Saying
Maybe
that,
we should.
If this is a sore
No.
loss, why does it feel like a sore win for the winner? Don't you see? It's the magic of this place. It's making it.
not sour,
Because
sore.
he's a kid. He's a kid.
You're a sore
that's-
winner.
I think it's possible any sort of chaos or irregularity
Yes.
aside from
Yes.
order and contracts throws this place into a fit and deranges the entire place, possibly.
We should.
I think we
we
were
should
meant
just-
to follow the rules of the contract specifically.
So, Aldet, maybe you wish to joust?
No more jousting. Please do not mess with Sir Robert. Not anymore. You're gonna die,
No.
and I'm gonna die alongside with you because I am your guide and I'm bound to you. No, let's just go.
You are welcome to join our group with
What?
on our travels if you are going to be targeted here.
Oh, am I going to be targeted also after our contract is over? I don't know. Oh, my Lord of Avernus, I do not know. What have you done?
Vesper,
Yes.
listen to me.
Yes.
You are all bound by some sort of contracts. I know I drafted quite a few myself. What if we go talk to Sir Robert, explain how we see things, and explain that there was a fault in his contract? Maybe we can spin some sort of benefit from that. And we would get Sir Robert then to publicly recognize that he was bested fair and square and within the legal constraints of the contract by Joe. Then no one would have to hate us anymore.
Yes,
And
let us go
you
to his
would.
home.
Okay, what do you say? Again, you three.
I don't think this can be solved with words. It doesn't seem like explaining or seeing it from a different point of view can fix things, but possibly putting balance back in order, so to say. Maybe offering, I don't know, I'm just seeing things as I'm feeling them. Um, m- Maybe giving the victory to Sir Robert may restore the balance. I don't think
I
wise or
don't
smart
think
words can get us out of this.
I don't think that Sir Robert will take the victory. It would make we would bring him even more offense if we would go to tell him
And
this.
it's about the
No.
reputation at this point, I believe.
Yes.
We
Yes.
are
No.
Then we
going to
have
be
to think
seen
of
as
something else.
cheaters.
But if we go to Sir Robert and I get a look over his contract, maybe I can spot something that could wash our reputation on both parties. Maybe that would be something that Sir Robert would agree. Say that he lost on a technicality in the contract. In that case, we would be pictured as observant spirits, for lack of a better word, who took advantage of a flaw in the contract and spot it, and Sir Robert would still have his honor intact, and he would not be to blame. After all, he did not write that contract himself, now did he?
I don't think that the jousting has anything to do with his contract. I think that's just what he does for boredom.
Well, he did say that there are some rules in place of
Someone
what
must
you
have
can.
made those rules, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try. I think it's worth a try. But I also think we have to think about the means of like repairing the situation so that the entire place can get back to normal, so to say.
By the way, Vesper gets like 3 coins.
Yes.
Cine
Deal is a deal.
contabilitatea?
Sub coins-urile în party stash.
Deci 3 dinainte cu 7 de acum avem fix 10.
10 ne trebuiau pentru...
Nu.
No, asta
Nu
e
trebuie să
Just-
plătim coin.
just a random.
Token, pardon.
Well, if you have any other suggestions of how we could repair this, I mean, my suggestion is definitely a stretch, but it's the only thing that I could think of within the bounds of my expertise, of course.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm barely trying to figure out how this came to be. Still thinking of an alternative solution. But I would suggest if the contract analysis doesn't work out, maybe we can offer the victory and like concede the victory to Sir Robert. Just try.
I just
In
want
order
to say
get
that this deal contract has been set and made by the previous lord of the first Zariel himself, and she was the best at making contracts. And you know that with one contract she managed to drag a whole city into the hell from the material plane. And you think there are loopholes into this contract? No, they're not. You are doomed. We are doomed. Oh, I'm afraid to go back into the city now.
Vesper.
Yes.
Calm down. Calm down. Yes, of course there are loopholes. Otherwise, Joe here wouldn't have been able to use his powers.
Of course there are loopholes, but the only one so good at finding loopholes into another archdevil's contract, it's the daughter of the Lord of the Nine herself. And I don't
Well-
see any of you being named Glacia.
Apparently, Joe managed to accidentally stumble into one of those loopholes.
Yeah, but
Listen, we are new here, okay? We do not
Yes.
understand the subtleties of all this,
No.
and he shows around.
Not understanding does not excuse you from not knowing the law.
We are within the law. What we do in the material plane, we are mortals, okay? We do things to survive. We push things to the limits of whatever it is allowed. This was allowed. Nobody struck us for being cheaters. There was no police of contracts that came and went after us after this.
Of course it was allowed. It was allowed because if you do that, so you could be punished later. Why would any self-respecting devil would put clause that protect the breaker of contracts from just punishment? No, that's just not how it's done around here.
See?
So
This is what-
let's hide your friend. Let's hide him. Let's put some cloak on him. We'll go where we need, and then go back to your ship, and we say goodbye to this place.
But we
And then
can't.
we
There's no
we can't.
ship. There's no ship until we visit the mall.
Yes, you visit that first, as I said, but we sneak.
Fine.
Or you can go to Sir Robert if that's what you want.
I vote to go to Sir Robert.
I vote to kill Joe.
Your vote does not count.
Uh-huh.
It's not in the contract.
Yes, it's not, I know. I just feel like I never had so much hate in my life before. And I live in hell.
Well, Joe, you somehow managed to really stir the... you managed to really make an impression here.
How to stir the bronze citadel.
yeah, well, the old man said that nothing that doesn't come from within is allowed.
He said that with our own strength as men, you use
Yeah.
the magic that is given to you by the world's tree. You moron!
I did
You know
not
how
use
much
any
power
magic.
he didn't use.
That's not given. That's not my rage is not given to me by anyone. That's my rage.
No, that's
I did not-
magical rage. Makes you impervious to damage. Anyway,
No, those are just my muscles flexing that make me impaired to damage.
untrue.
No, is it
Maybe
not? Is it
we
not
should
my?
try to see
Extra
if we can
muscles?
find a way to help Sir Robert. And
We
he
could-
recognizes that it was a fair fight, and then maybe we can stave the hatred of the denizens of the Bronze Citadel. Otherwise, Joe, you might look well in a dress.
Do you consider yourself the new champion of the Bronze Citadel? Of the jousting club? Yes?
No.
Oh.
Hey, Vesper, how would you like to be the new champion of the
Do-
jousting?
Do you think
Club.
that Sir Robert is still the champion?
But if you manage to
Yes,
beat
probably.
if you manage to beat Joe, you can become the new champion.
And as you say that,
Hmm.
she says, well, no, I don't hate it that much anymore. So you do not consider yourself the new champion.
Ah, women.
No. This is the same for the whole Bronze Citadel. I'm telling you, this is like a whole thing. Like everyone is feeling the same right now. I'm feeling it. So Joe is not the new champion. So he just stole 10 soul coins from poor Sir Robert. That's acceptable, I guess. He was not looking at the purse. Nobody would. Okay. I like you again.
Wait, what?
So So Sir Robert remains undefeated. Awesome.
We are now thieves?
Yes, I mean, some would punish for that, but I don't care. I'm sure 90% of the bronze settler doesn't hate either. But Sir Robert, you do not mess with Sir Robert. Why do I like this guy? I don't even like his face. Have you seen his face? He looks like a dildo.
It's the tentacles.
Oh, the tentacles. Yes, yes. What? Why am I saying that? I cannot believe myself.
Anyway,
I never
can
thought
live,
of him like that.
I can live being a thief. I mean, I lived being a thief before.
Yeah, I suppose I've been called worse than that.
Lying thief?
It's
Piece of shit thief?
I don't have to worry about that. It's like just your friend here, Joe. He's like the one that stole 10 coins from Sir Robert.
guess-
The price, the full price. No, then we have to. It's fine. We'll find
guess-
another.
Well, technically, I picked up a coin with 10 soul, a pouch with 10 soul coins from the ground. I don't know
Yes.
how it got there.
Exactly. Yes.
I guess, Joe, you gained a new title. Thief of soul coins.
Pick upper of soul coins. But
I don't know. Thief is somewhere inside the title.
All right. What are you guys gonna do?
Well,
Fucking
if we are moving back into the city, obviously, if people are looking weird at us, then we might just go to Sir Robert if they are leaving us alone and just giving.
I'll grab a cape
Distant.
from whoever has a cape. And,
I'm not
So-
giving you your cape, my cape.
uh,
I'm using it. I'm also hiding my breaking shape from others.
When you return to the edge of the city, you see that the whole mob was gathered there. But as the conception, the general perception of Joe has switched from cheater of the Justin tournament to just thief, you see that most of them don't care anymore. Like, and they go about their daily business. But as you one of them wants to come and scold you for what you have done, but the whole city starts shaking, the lava starts bubbling across all of the rivers here, and dust starts to pick up as you see flying above overhead some sort of a vessel that's easily half of the whole citadel there. And you see it going towards the
oh boy.
the citadel, the Lord of the First, and attempt a docking maneuver with some clamps over there. There are devils, like more like parasites, clinging to the exterior of the so lesser type of devils clinging to the exterior of the ship. And at the same time, kind of see figures standing on some sort of a deck above, looking through the a looking window. A pit fiend, a most magnificent and imposing pit fiend. You barely catch a glimpse of him as he as the ship of Infernal Fortress flies past you. So if you get better look on this, let's see something like this as it flies overhead, stirring shit up.
Wow.
The whole citadel and stuff like that.
Nice.
Seems like Lord Bell has returned just in time.
Whoa.
I would have hated or loved to see you flail for messing up with Sir Robert. I'm sure that he would have sent a hunting squad after you. But after a thief, he doesn't care about a thief. I don't care about a thief. You're an okay guy in my eye. You did what you have to do to survive. You saw 10 soul coins on the ground, you had to pick them up, like you came up here with 0.
Desper?
Yes,
I have
yes.
a question.
Yes.
You have now like 4 soul coins?
Yes, I do.
If someone would rob you
I fucking
right
kill
now,
you.
right now, someone would rob you of those soul coins, would anyone else in this city give a damn? about you and your coins?
No.
Okay, just asking for a friend.
But it is in the contract that you cannot rob me.
I
So,
mean, I'm not robbing
mean,
you. Look at me,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
protecting you.
Yes, thank you. But you know that if you cause such a thing, that it would be in violation of our very interesting contract. So I guess since
You
you
offend
are
me
not...
by thinking this.
you just said that you're a thief. So I guess passing by the cells here, you will not be joining them because you are not a cheater. You don't want to go there. It's like you're getting interrogated and... not cool, not cool. But to the place of your...
Interest.
yes, that one. It is in the Bone Alley. And as she takes you back to the streets here, you arrive at the most interesting place as you travel towards the Moss Rest, which is in the Bone Alley. And the Bone Alley is exactly made of that. Bones.
Oh.
Why is it made of bones? Who knows?
Big bones
It's
or
not the
small bones?
time.
Bone Alley, a narrow and haunting passage within the Bros Citadel. The cobblestones beneath your feet are embedded with leering skulls and skeletal arms, which seems to shift and writhe within the alley's foundation. There's walls to the side, the same. As you move forward from the bone alley, you see bony fingers twitch and brush against your clothing and your exposed fleshy parts, as if reaching out towards you to feel someone living once again. You hear whispers as if all of these skulls still have some sort of a cognition and they speak around, but you don't understand any of them. They're just mumbles. They swell around you with taunts and dreadful predictions. You will die, cheater, thief. This will be the place to find your end. This is... and but as you are being creeped out by the bones in this place, you see another figure exiting out and looking towards you with great interest. And why, my, what do we have here? If it isn't the one, then only Joe Ratan Calix, the chosen one. It is an honor to meet you.
I knew I was a chosen one and famous, but who are you?
Oh, do not mind me. I am known as Kasha. And I have been waiting to bask in your glory, in your presence. And here you are, exactly where I knew that you would be.
Okay, and here I am. Yes, indeed.
Allow me to reward you for the most amazing person that you are. Look at you, such a pristine specimen of a dragonborn. You're the most beautiful of the Abishai that I have seen. You're not even an Abishai, but why do you go away? Come back to me. Be the chosen of my heart, not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is. Well, who are you?
I'm Kasha, I haven't just told you.
Yes, but my brain is not processing what you're saying.
Well,
How do you know me?
you are the chosen one, are you not? You have so valiantly defeated Sir Robert in battle, and we both know that it was a fair fight. Come on. Whatever these guys are saying here, it is not true. Not true at all.
Well, it was already established that Sir Robert is still the champion. I'll go back and have a rematch.
Not in my heart, and not in my heart. You are the champion. You
Well,
always have been. Sir Robert was just warming that spot for you.
yes,
Madam Kasha.
he's still warming it for a while. I left it in his care for a while longer.
Sure. She gives you a wink. Sure. Well, we know better.
Did she call
You're,
him an Abishai?
Yes. Your squire wishes to talk to me. Do you allow that? Looking at Rain.
Well, he's my godfather, actually.
You're what? There's no gods here. Nor fathers. Anyway.
We're not from here. I think it's a cultural thing, maybe. That.
I have. Would you allow me to reward you, my prince, my chosen one, my sweet little prince? Look at you, such pristine, such beauty, such red. You know, red is my favorite color. You know, and that little tail with green. Oh my god!
I'll turn my head around and look at Vesper, see what she's doing. Like what
She's kind of shrugging. Hell. So
This is my favorite NPC so far.
long has it been awaiting for you, my princess. I look at here, look at it, so big, so manly, only for you. Nobody dare touched it, and it is here in the bone alley. And she looks at, she points towards what appears to be the shaft of a weapon, embedded into one of the skulls here in the bone alley, which seems to be the only skull that is not animated and looking at and turning towards you. Look at it. It is so beautiful, made only for you. If waiting for hundreds of years for you to be born, for you to find it and pull it out.
What kind of weapon? Oh
Ooh,
man!
Whoa.
Oh.
You only need to prove yourself the chosen one and pull it out of the skull, and it is yours.
This is not fair, Aji. This is a weapon
Why?
for Soso.
Woo! So, are you the chosen one, or have been mistaken of my life?
Well, sure, that looks really nice.
I mean,
And
many
I
have
can
tried
just
before.
I can just go and grab it.
It's yours. It's always been yours. You are just protecting it from naysayers and people who would get grubby hands. We've been here for like, I don't know, thousands of years. What year is it?
Can we make like an insight check to see if we believe her of when she says she's
Eu
protecting?
aș vrea să-mi dau seama dacă pot să dau, nu știu, un arcana sau religion or something, figure out what kind of creature she is.
Religion, yes.
Religion? Okay.
Can I
Poți să
also
dai și inside dacă vrei.
can I also do religion?
Mai sunt poison, da, au trecut 2 ore de dimineață.
Au trecut 2 ore, dacă v-ați dus în munți și acolo trece timpul. Poți să scoți poizonul de pe tine.
Can I also do religion because I know infernal stuff?
Ia, dar cu dezavantaj că simți dacă ai bambuzul de pe hard.
I want to see if she's lying somehow. She
Da,
did
și
them.
eu vreau insight.
Nope.
Ok. Sam.
Nu mai țin minte cum era regula la Heroic Inspiration. Începem fiecare sesiune cu câte un heroic?
Nu.
Nu, ok.
Nu se pierde, dar primiți la 1 orice 1-uri. Alright. So, let's see. She is not lying, not at all. However, Joe, you with your check, cum ai dat? Wow. Și cu dezavantaj și un rol bun. You know that this is a type of devil, not that common. So it's the first one of her kind that you saw ever since joining the being here in the Bronze Citadel. She's a Paelrion, which is a devil of corruption.
Paelrion, ok.
Paelrion.
Nu scriu în chat.
E și numele ei, te rog.
Așa.
Madame Cașa.
Capa, așa.
Exact. Gosh.
Interesting, n-am mai auzit niciodată de devil ăsta. Let's do some meta searches.
Well, this
Okay.
means it's
Okay.
very
Uh,
likely.
so everything she says seems to be genuine. She's really impressed with for those that rolled insight with Joe, and when she says that this weapon was meant for him, that is when she speaks the most truthfully, most sure of her words.
You should
Her
go ahead,
words
Joe.
ring true.
Yeah.
But this is still uneasy. Coming from a devil, that is.
My friend, you are in hell. Like 99% of the denizens here are devils. You silly goose. You surround yourself with such funny creatures, chosen one.
Yeah, but they are very capable funny
Ah,
creatures.
yes, but is my favorite catchphrase. I always speak it with my sisters back at home. She's like Kasha, stop saying that. It's annoying. And I love it. I love
Yes,
it. I
but
love
it's
it.
annoying.
Yes, but okay. So if it's mine, I'm gonna just pick it up then. I guess.
Yes, please. I want to just pick. It's been sitting there since that paladin
I'll go.
died here. Yeah, take it. Take it.
Vreau să o întreb telepatic pe Vesper. Bănuiesc că chiar pot să comunic telepatic cu Vesper?
Da, da.
I want to ask her what is this creature, because I don't recognize it to be a devil or anything. I don't know what she is, and if her gifts are trustworthy.
She looks confused as well. As I said, she's a type of devil that are quite rare and not seen all around, but she will roll for it. An intelligence check. Let's see if she can. She says, I have no clue, Chief. Many things live in the hells that I know nothing about. So, are you going to accept the gift that I so faithfully guarded for you?
Yes,
I mean,
of course. Gifts are always good, right?
You grab it by the handle?
Vreau
Yeah,
să casez...
I go and pick it up.
Înainte să facă chestia asta,
Alright.
vreau să casez Protection from Evil and Good pe Joe.
Ok. Pastează, nu se întâmplă nimic. Adică în momentul în care you grab the weapon, you pull it out like Arthur from the skull that it was shoved in and nobody managed to pull it before. And now it is in your possession and auto-attuned to you. Oh, it's so wonderful and so beautiful. You're even greater than before, oh chosen one. I'll go back and speak for all of the hells about you. And she poofs out of existence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if it's auto-tuned to me, I know stuff about it?
Absolutely. It is in your inventory. Death knell.
Okay.
Yes, but
What was that?
Man. Okay, so it auto-attuned to me out of the... oh, I have slots. Okay.
all right.
Okay. Well, that was a weird thing.
Well, how do you
And
feel?
And this weapon looks like actually not half decent. It's actually really good.
Yeah, but
Well, I guess I am the chosen one. Huh.
I wouldn't let that.
I was
go
starting to doubt it lately.
I wouldn't
But-
let that go to my mind, Joe.
Well, don't
Devils
let
don't.
it.
Yeah, well,
You don't need to be envious, you know. Just
no, I'm
don't
not.
let it-
I'm
don't
not
let it-
envious, Joe.
don't let it
Joe,
get to
I'm
your
not
head.
envious, Joe. Leo the rumor. It's me, Rain, Joe. No, I'm not envious. I'm just trying to tell you that devils don't just willingly pass gifts. And don't you find it funny that she knew what happened? As far as I remember, it was just us and Vesper discussing how to swindle the tail with Sir Robert.
Well, what's weirder is that she knew who I was. Remember that I'm like this for like what, 2 weeks? And we were in space up there at Tim's place when I turned like this, right? So
Yeah, well,
if
if she overheard our conversation at the jousting arena, then it could have been any of us that won that contest. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is that if you find that this sword has, this Albert has some sort of influence over you, just tell me. Maybe I can help, okay?
well, I think my ego is growing a bit, but besides that,
Slightly not related to the sword, the weapon.
What type of
yeah,
weapon is
no,
it?
no. See, this is this is. So yeah, my current sword was good when I was a kobold, but yeah, I grew up and well, it's only proper that my weapon is sized correctly for my new form.
What type of weapon is it?
Albert.
Halberd.
Albert.
But if I cast Dispel Magic, can I remove any curse if it has any?
Dacă are curse, doar cu remove curse.
Sau Greater Restoration? Cred, parcă.
Nu cred, nu. E remove. Da? Who
Greater
knows?
Restoration cred că poți să scoți efectele negative dacă ar avea, dar
Oricum.
aia costă diamante.
A curse including the target's attunement to a curse magic item. Adică, nu e ca și cum aș primi în fiecare dimineață un Greater Restoration.
But you do.
But I do.
Da, trebuie remove curse, which...
Nu, și Greater Restoration removes a curse including the target's attunement to a curse magic item.
Ok, deci aș putea cu Greater Restoration.
Dar, da, poți, costă diamante dacă dai cu castul normal, dar el fiind cu Hellrider primește automat un Greater Restoration după ce face nani.
Ok, nice.
Dacă crezi că nu e urgent.
I'm keeping my eyes on Joe right now.
Yeah,
I'm still analyzing.
Teoretic, dacă ar fi curse, ar trebui să, când dropezi when you remove the curse, ar trebui să se deatuneze, deatune. Anyway, you were just at the entrance of the Mo's restaurant here.
Sorry, one last thing. Does it have a name? The weapon, I mean.
Death Knell. It's called Death Knell. Yeah,
Sounds epic.
I'll share it.
Just the name. Just a tip.
Just the tip. There you go.
So sexy.
Și acolo un cuvânt, dar... Zice automat că în funcție de raritate nu înseamnă nimic.
E mult oricum.
E priceless. Ok.
This is
Bonkers, frate, ce tare e. Ești nebun.
This is why you are not you are called Eldeth and not Joe Eldeth.
Yeah, I guess so. Love it.
Shall we go?
Yes.
yes.
Does it happen often here in the bone alley, Vesper? You mean?
No,
I mean, devils coming with offers?
No, the worst thing that can happen is you get fondled in not nice places by the hands of the dead ones.
Ew.
And here
You
I
must
was.
be special. The devils here might believe you're actually sent by Asmodeus.
Not special, chosen.
Chosen, yes.
Chosen, yes.
And
Yeah,
then
it will-
chosen of dragons, not of devils. So that's even weirder.
I wouldn't brag about that here, Joe.
Why? Do they have
Well,
something
it's
against
complicated.
against dragons?
No! Like, well, they have been unruly lately. Teachers that look kind of like you.
She mentioned something called an Abishai. Can you
Yes.
tell us something about this?
Abishai, they're like half breeds of what joy is, I believe. I don't know. I'm taking a guess here. And devils, like devil dragonborn.
Oh.
Oh.
They're made by the Dragon Queen,
I mean,
Tiamat. Yes.
you know where
Nice.
she is?
Supposedly in her lair on this plane of existence. I don't know what's happening there, but
Oh, she's here.
not here. She's not gonna find her in the Moss Rest.
No. I mean here on
Around
this.
Avernus somewhere.
In Avernus, yeah, she's in Avernus.
But you
Wow.
know, the Abishai used to fight side by side with the legions of the devils against in the Blood War. Lately, they have been defecting. Is that what it's called? And kind of acting all weird. Like we don't like them that much anymore. I don't know what's happening.
How is
So she's here.
Who's what?
how is Bell? How is Bell's and Tiamat's relation? Do they get along? Do they work together?
I don't know. I know that Zariel and Tiamat didn't stand each other that much.
Yeah, but you know, I mean,
Between
you're
you
a
and
girl,
me-
and usually when two girls get together, they don't play along nicely.
Between you and me, Lord Bell not doing that great of a job running this place. This realm, I mean. The legions
You
of
miss-
Zariel? Well, yes, I kind of do. This place was a shit town because Zariel didn't care for it because it was the previous set of power of Lord Bell. But the whole plane was much better for it. And it's just like the Lord Bell is just in his little forge, playing with his little toys, playing his make-believe D&D session with his
What?
generals. I don't know what he's doing, but I never see him on the battlefield taking the battle to the demons himself, like Zariel used to ride on her flaming sword and on her with her red majestic wings. No, Lord Bell is just a backseat general, armchair general. That's what they call it. Yes.
Oh
Even
my
he
god.
just arrived from the front right now. You mean to tell me he just stays on his ship all the time, playing with minis?
No, he keeps moving between this place and his great forge, where he tinkers with, I don't know, with his little. What if he hears me? No, I didn't say anything. We love Lord Bell. Why are you guys getting me in trouble? I don't understand. Why I'm so
No,
silly?
Vesper, don't stress. It's not like I recorded everything that you said.
Now, this is a force field, yes? You cannot enter unless you shove the platinum token in the socket here that I'm showing you. Here. So if you do not mind.
With whoever has the platinum token.
I don't know.
Just do it.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
we'll shove the.
Okay, the platinum coin allows the force field to dispel, and you may enter inside.
I think Grog interacted the most with Lisa. He even convinced her to grant us the platinum token if we were quick about it.
But we're not.
It's just, it didn't matter. All right. It's half time, so let's take a break.
Yeah.
For 10
Ies de la
minutes.
CP cu harta?
Da.
Recunosc cu stilul. Deci este
Da, suntem
superbă.
instantly recognizable.
Mhm.
Ne vedem în 10 minute.
10 minute, thank you.
Bye.
It's pipi time. Ta-na-na-na.
Back.
Correct.
Thank you. To you as well. Catch tune.
Yeah?
Catch you tune.
Foarte potrivită pentru this classic joint.
Absolut.
Ăsta de aici seamănă cu Alban din Ring of Power.
I don't know who that is. Dar o să-mi arăți după aia.
Ai văzut ăla Lord of the Rings-ul de pe Prime, serialul Rings of Power, ăla a fost mega
Nu, pe
fiasco.
muzică e prost. Da.
Da, sezonul 1 a fost groaznic, sezonul 2, honestly not that bad. Bine, critics că sunt haters, tot, dar nu mi-a... Dar primul sezon a fost rău, like, rău.
Deci o recomand, având în vedere că...
Bă, dacă sunt foarte multe momente cringe cu actrița care joacă pe Galadriel, este foarte nașpa.
Yeah,
Dacă faci
primul sezon a fost
Da.
cringe la maxim cu aia.
Da, maxim de cringe, dar dacă treci peste și faci abstracție, Dwarfii au fost foarte mișto, mie mi-a plăcut Dwarfii.
Da.
Adică storyline-ul de Dwarf a fost cel mai mișto din sezonul 1, iar sezonul 2, honestly, unpopular opinion, dar din punctul meu de vedere, mie nu mi s-a părut atât de rău.
Eu nu m-am uitat încă la 2, n-am mai făcut UP-ul.
Bă, give it a shot. Acum, nu, fiecare cu gusturile lui, dar mie nu mi s-a părut rău, m-am uitat cu plăcere la el. Și nu mai are atât de mult screen time, Galadriel. Foarte
Ți-au plăcut filmele cu Dwarfii?
Nu înțeleg întrebarea, la ce te referi.
După ce a fost Lord of the Rings-ul, al trilogiei originală, trilogia cu Dwarfii, ți-a plăcut?
The Hobbit, vrei să zici?
Da.
The Hobbit cu Dwarfii, da, mi-a plăcut The Hobbit.
Bun, de-aia ți-a plăcut și sezonul 2 de la...
Da.
de la Rings of Power.
Avem toată lumea?
Yes.
Go for it.
Cosmin?
I think it should be good, yeah.
All right. As you enter the force field that the lack of a platinum token would have prevented your entrance, you enter into this very cozy and classy joint That seems somehow super clean compared to the rest of the Bronze Citadel. Well, dust and fumes are all around, as this is very industrial city, and it has rivers of lava flowing through the most of it. And somehow you've been right now you are also shielded a little bit from the overbearing heat that you have been feeling, and realize that you have been feeling ever since teleporting or working through the portal here into Avernus. There seem to be all sorts of devils being at most tables, even one which you haven't seen through the city before. And this dude has actually entered with his nightmare horse in, and he's just sitting at his side here. There's also this big fella here, also a rare sight, with that seems to be armed with all sorts of weapons, throwable flasks and grenades and whatnot, enjoying a drink. And as soon as you enter, you're immediately taken note of, and the dude over there sitting at the bar, even though he's far away, as he speaks softly in his voice, somehow you hear him clearly. Is welcome, esteemed guests, to the Nose Rest. Take a seat anywhere, and someone will be with you shortly.
Thank you, gracious host. I can clearly see that this is where all the quality folk gather here in the Brass Citadel.
Doesn't say anything else.
Is that a pale elf?
It is a very pale elf, yes, as are his staff. As you arrive, Rain, at the table, you see 2 buttons, and above the buttons, there is an inscription written in Infernal. However, it has a perpetual spell of comprehend languages cost on it, and somehow you understand it, even though if you don't understand Infernal. And it says, "Do you want to be served by someone that is nice or someone that is mean and demeaning?" You have to press either button.
Each of us or as a group?
No, as a table. As I said.
What kind of question is this?
Let's fucking
I
vote.
mean, you are in hell.
I would much rather go with someone nice, but
I want someone who would throw insults at us. By the way, Grog is wearing his cloak over his head.
Okay.
That's
But
un sebacai alt token.
Guys, are we here to have a drink or to talk to
We are
the
here
manager?
to mingle first, not
Yes.
getting ourselves, in the eyes of the devils. Just lay low.
Relax, Joe. We don't want to
Sit, come sit. I pat the
be so obvious.
sofa. Come sit here. Pat.
Yeah, Joe's hugging his halberd. Halberd.
Come hug the
the hell?
Albert here on the couch, on the sofa.
Mă uit la Vesper before I press any of the buttons and say, "Oh, Vesper, ever been
Yes?
inside before?"
No, this is amazing. I didn't know such things existed here. Wow.
Yes. Stick with us, and I promise you'll have part of even greater experiences.
It's amazing. So, wanna click a button? Want to,
Yeah. What do
I want to be
you
served?
suggest?
I don't know. This is what you prefer. Some people like to be yelled at and be demeaned. Some people like to be nice. I don't know.
By a strong mummy?
I don't know.
No.
It's amazing.
Maybe we should let Eltas decide. She's being a lady and all.
This is
Do you want to
quite
be
a nice
demeaned?
establishment.
Or treated nicely?
Not in the mood to be demeaned, honestly. I think enough mindfuckery has taken place so far today. Let's just try to get someone pretty normal.
Apparently, we have all the foul language we need right here. And I wink at Eldeth, and I press the nice button.
All right, nice button, and this lady here that looks like a very beautiful but very pale and delicate ballerina. She immediately starts moving toward your table, but at the same time, as she passes through, it's like, barkeep, I want a special. Right away, sir. I'll be right with you. And when this bone devil here sitting at the table in the middle asks for special, immediately everyone stops from their conversation, and everyone starts looking towards him and the table. And as the owner makes his way over to his table, you see that he's holding a deck in his hands, and he looks around. Do you have the fee then? Of course. I've been saving for this for years. Well, let me see it. And then he dumps a whole pile of soul coins on the table. And the proprietor, he starts counting. It's like, that would be all, yes. So, you know the rules, I believe? Yes. You can draw up to 3 cards. I know. Just give me. So how many would you like to draw? Well, 3, of course. All right. He starts shuffling the deck and holds out the deck for him. So the Bone Devil goes and draws the first card. Let's see. Don't fuck me. Chill. Shut.
Oh,
At the
Lucky Magic
7,
7.
he draws the Euriale. And the cards Medusa like Visage curses you. Take a -2 penalty to saving for while cursing this way. Only a god or the magic of the fates card can end this curse. You see the Bone Devil immediately become even gaunter than he is, and some of his bones are brittle. And as he does that, the other devils at his start laughing. You moron! Look at you! Your bones are falling off. Fuck it. Let's see the next card. And he will draw a second card. Come on. You see that he's weaker in his voice. 75. 75 is star.
What?
The star card. Increases one of your ability scores by 2 to a maximum of 24. I feel powerful, more powerful already. And says, as he
how many cards are in this deck?
22, mă, normal, da.
Is it the smaller version or the full version?
full version. He increases his strength. And you see, while his body had remained thin, his arms become bulkier. Yes, I like this. And then he draws the last card.
No. Ia să vedem.
No snow. Void. Your soul is drawn from your body and continues to... Alright. And you see him, like a black hole is happening in the center of his chest, and this devil is erased from his existence. Oh well.
Incredibil.
Yeah. And that is the power of the deck of many. Ah, fuck! We just lost Jill. Well, says the imp, he knew the press, but he said that he is lucky, I guess. Well, not that much. The proprietor goes, takes the coins, returns to his back behind the bar, and everyone after the mă uit pe aia din 2024. Whatever. What happened. Probabil că m-am uitat la tot Void cădea oricum. Da, erau două tot void. The result is the same. That devil has disappeared from existence. Într-adevăr, erau două coloane, una cu 13 și una cu 22, am tras de pe 13, dar nu contează. Este doar pentru pur narrativ, pentru că acel devil tot ar fi rămas la fel. Alright, meanwhile, everyone returns back to their conversation, to their drinks, and the wench is coming at their table and he says, welcome, beautiful visitors. Would you like me to serve you with anything? And then she hands you over a menu, which doesn't seem to have much on it, and several drinks, and the the famous cow steak, as well as the special, as they call it, in bold at the bottom. And it goes like this. I'm gonna put it in chat. We have
Nice.
a piece of blazer, ethereal wind, Stygian frost, phantom's delight, dragon's breath. Some maybe paid with gold, other with soul coins. And of course, if you want to try our cow steak, it is to die for. Of course, nobody will die, but
I know
That's what
someone
they
at the table who definitely wants to try the cow steak, and I wink at Vesper.
yes, I want to. I don't have the money.
Going to be on my my treat for you,
wonderful.
Vesper.
Oh, I love this guy. Very well, one cow steak for the Lady Vesper. How about the rest of you, young folk, gentlemen, lady?
What about Lady Eldeth?
Oh,
If you'd like, I would. All of these drinks, they produce certain feelings, certain effects. If you don't, if you want, I would be able to tell you what they do. Or some newer patrons, they like to experiment. Just like, bring me this, and I will see what happens.
Well, if you can tell us what they do, would be.
No, don't tell us. No, why wouldn't you be surprised, Joe?
I don't like surprises.
Well, surprise! I do.
Didn't you see that guy over there get surprised out of
What guy?
existence?
There's no guy there.
Exactly.
It
what I'm
happens,
saying.
I'd like an abyssal blazer, and please do not tell me what's going to happen.
One abyssal blazer for the most prestigious, most interesting and beautiful goblin I have
if
seen
I-
in my life.
If I
You
could
have the
blush in red,
But if you cannot blush and you're just as white as me, it's just the perfect color. Don't you see?
stop it.
Well,
I am Seraphine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
I'm
Yes, sir.
charmed. I'm Grog.
Seraphine, I would like only one thing.
Of
I would
course,
like
my lord.
I would like to know how someone of your beauty manages to keep it in a place like this. Are you also so beautiful outside?
What do you mean outside? Outside of this place? Of course, this is not an illusion. Look, you can see it for yourself. And she takes your hand, puts the other on top of it, and she brings it close to her chest. But and to her not beating heart, and to her almost cold grave-like feeling of her skin. There's no illusion here. This is who I am. Can't you see?
Rain blushes slightly, and then he remembers whom he is here for, and își trage mâna. I'm sorry. I'm not touched. We're not used to such a touch. I haven't been
You poor
in a
soul.
while now.
And she cups your cheek into her hand and starts to caress it a little bit.
Yes.
What would you like to drink or eat, my lord?
I would also have an abyssal blazer in this case.
I see. There's no shame if you do not have money. It's fine. All right, and the lady?
I'm interested in the ethereal whirlwind as well. Well, not as well, because only I've been curious about this.
Let me just say that you exude such power and at the same time such beauty. I am jealous of what I'm seeing and what you're packing. If I saw myself, he giggles a little bit.
Stop it. Yeah, what you see is only a result of times of trouble and hardships.
His voice. Wow.
Hey, you know,
Command me to
You're-
bring you. Is that all? Just an ethereal whirlwind for you?
just an ethereal whirlwind for now. And
Right.
maybe I'm curious, what about the proprietor of this locale? Is he around?
Master. Oh, don't you see him behind the bar over there?
You mean that handsome-looking elf over there?
Yes, he is the master. No, I see. You have eyes for
Well-
men, of course. It's fine, but I'm afraid he does not do table calls unless it is for the special. So I'm afraid you'll be stuck with me, and I hope I do not disappoint you.
Absolutely not. It's
Apart from
beginning
that,
to look
but-
like an interesting evening.
What
Would you
if
like to see me twirl?
Twirl or twerk?
Twirl.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Twerking is not high class, you know. That's for the lower devils.
Blue collars.
Yes, yes. She does a twirl like a ballerina.
This is the white collar situation.
All right. An ethereal whirlwind for the lady and for the big, handsome dragonborn / Abishai that has been blessed with the power of Tiamat that is bulging all around through his veins and body.
Throbbing through him.
Don't you see the big stick he carries around?
I can see it. Is it indicative of other things? I'm sure.
It's definitely not trying to compensate
Yeah,
for something.
compensating.
Look at
No,
the
I-
girth of that tail.
No.
It's because
I'm
he
sure
rolls
it's just
slow.
mirroring. It's just mirroring what other things that he's packing. I'm sure of it.
It's
Yes.
indicative, all right.
So,
Yeah, I'll have a steak, a cow
oh,
steak.
is that a weapon that has been stuck in the bone alley for like thousands of years?
Apparently, it was waiting for me, the
Ah,
chosen
okay.
one.
Wow, that is quite amazing. That I was wondering why nobody managed to get it from there, but here it was. I knew that I had special guests tonight, but not this special. I am honored and impressed by your very presences. So forgive me, I was so taken aback with you folks. I didn't get your order. Could you tell me again?
All of us, or just me?
No, you, just you.
I want the cow steak, and can you
The
tell
cheap
me what?
steak, because he's the cheap steak.
It's the only steak. Come on.
Yes, a cow steak and
And can you tell me what does dragon's breath do?
of course. Would you like me to tell you only to you because your friends do not want to know, or is the table or everyone is okay with hearing this?
Well, any of you guys want to buy that to keep it a surprise, or
No, I'm fine with
I'm
the
fine,
Abyssal Blazer.
Not going to breath like
No,
a-
knowing about what the dragon's breath does.
Yeah, Fine.
Băi, da, zic că nu mă deranjează, pot să aflu.
Okay. Right, so this is a potent and golden hued drink served with a small flame dancing on its surface. It combines dragon-aged brandy with a special concoction of fireweed extract and a pinch of powdered ruby. If you were to drink it, you'd feel a surge of warmth and power coming from within, as if you could breathe fire yourself, for a brief time at least. So, with this drink, you'd be equal in breath with a young fire dragon for the next 8 hours at least.
Oh. Yeah, I can do fire breath. Maybe not that much, but
As a young red dragon?
oh no. As a young dragonborn. But
That is. Let me just tell you that a young fire dragon breathes with 16 d6 fire damage. How
Yes,
many
yes.
d6 can you breathe?
well, my d6s are a little lower, but I'm still training.
Of course.
I'm still training, but yeah, it's good to know about this.
Yeah, so what would you like then? Shall I bring one for you, or is it not to your liking?
No, not. We're not planning on breathing fire on anyone for the next 8 hours, I think.
Probably.
He might
But-
have a little breath, but he certainly has a huge ego.
And the weapon.
Yes.
So, what would it be then, other than the cow steak? You need to wash it down with something, you know?
Yeah. What did you get, Grog? The Abyssal Blazer?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll take the Ethereal Whirlwind.
That's what the Lady Eldest.
Oh, then I'm not imitating them.
Of course.
Plain water.
You're special.
Ridică o sprânceană. Mă pregăteam
This is
să-ți
not-
transmit telepatic, do not wait for soul coins.
You can
Oh,
take
but
both
you just.
and combine them.
you- A person of your stature would know that we do not serve plain water here.
I was expecting plain water to be kind of a delicacy in hell.
Seraphim, my darling, he was talking about that holy water raspberry flavored vodka cocktail that's so famous in Avernus. All the clubs
Yes?
serve it. Yes, you
Oh.
don't have it here?
No, but we have these special things that are nowhere else to be found.
You do not have the holy water raspberry flavored vodka?
I'm afraid not.
Well,
That-
I will
and
have
that
to
disap-
talk. We will
and
have to
that
talk with,
disappoints you?
Well, it doesn't disappoint me. I'm rather surprised. I mean, classy joint like this to not have the special Rain's holy water raspberry flavored vodka. It's
Well, you said it is all over the place in Avernus?
that's what I heard. I mean, every decent devil has tried it.
I guess that is why then, because we pride ourselves in having unique drinks around here, not like every other devil is having all over the hells, you know?
Makes sense, yeah. But
Okay,
no one ever
then get
comes. Well,
I can tell you about all of the drinks, what they do, if you cannot make up your mind.
now get me an Abyssal Blazer. We'll let the Lady Eldest be the special one.
All right. And
I would be interested in hearing the traits and the properties of these drinks.
so for what you have ordered, my lady, for the Ethereal Whirlwind, this is a mesmerizing cocktail. As you will look at it, to shift color and seem to, like it has a small vortex contained within. It is made with a blend of spirits that are aged in pocket dimensions and mixed with a dash of pixie dust and nebula nectar. Whenever you drink this, you will feel weightless, as if your very spirit is momentarily untethered from the material plane. And were you to fall from high places, you see that you only float towards the ground. So you get Featherfall active for you for the next 8 hours.
That sounds interesting.
Indeed.
Okay. Can you prepare it for me in a container so that I may use it for a more appropriate moment?
I'm sorry to disappoint. None of the drinks are to go. Or the
Okay.
food. They are to be enjoyed within these 4 walls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you
Bring
seen
it
that
on.
Baylor head over there? That's our pride and joy. Somehow someone managed to suspend it in some sort of a timelessness before it turned to ichor. Anyway, I'm sorry for lingering. I shall bring your drinks post haste. If you need me, just click my button once again, and she will tiptoe out with a grace.
Before she
Very. Mhm.
before she leaves, I want to ask her. I'm sorry, Trafin. You said that the owner doesn't do table calls except for the special. But if we want to have a word with him, how would one proceed?
Well, he's not a very talkative person, but should you wish to try to engage him, I'm guessing move over to the bar might be a better approach. But I won't be able to take care of you just as well as I can here. But the seats there are not as comfortable as they are here, and you will not have my undivided attention. All right, may I go now, or is it anything else that you wish of me?
I wish to see you do another pirouette while going.
Of course, she twirls and then she takes a little bow.
Yeah, I need to learn some moves. Dodging moves.
And just as she leaves, you see the other wench as is being called over by this devil over here. She's like, "If I need another drink." Well, and before you know it, what is with this filthy hand on the table? She takes a dagger out of her from between her boobs, and then she shoves it in this guy's hand, and it pierces through the table. "Ah! I fucking hurt. I'm gonna kill you, but I loved it." Now tell me, what else do you want, you piece of shit? You smell like filth. How dare you enter this establishment? I need another. No, just give me the dragon's breath. You will. Very well. Now, would that be all? Yes. This dagger. What have you dipped it into? Oh, if it's holy water, that is what you're wondering. And do not talk to me. I'm gonna get your drink, and she spits in his face before she returns to the bar.
Dau un cot lui Grogan. Man, we should have pushed the other button.
Fuck you now! Now fuck you, Rain! I asked for that! And I hate you for not letting me get this.
I didn't think that the treatment was that good.
I mean, you let Eldred decide, so if there's anyone you wish to call, it should be her.
No, well, that had a deciding vote.
No. I can spit in her face if you want.
Maybe later.
We still have
Let me
two buttons we can continue pressing if you feel the
I
need to
don't
be
want to
mindful.
spend more money for my pleasures, Eldred. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm a
and,
cheapskate as well.
Vesper, while I'm grateful for your offer, you do not have such a nice pair of boobs to pull a dagger out of.
It's true. I do wish to evolve into an Arrhenius one day.
Well,
I'll be
if
like
you-
so strong.
If you stick long enough with us,
You're not devils, you cannot promote other devils.
no, but we can bring you and the attention to you from other devils.
Well, it will get me killed, but We'll see. We'll see. Ah, seems like all right. One cow steak for big and strong here, and another cow steak for the small but very forceful.
Small and
I
cunning.
guess. Yes. She puts it. It's as big as Vesper is. On abyssal blazer for the most pristine goblin I have ever seen in my life. The skin is your skin is so amazing, just like mine but better. And another abyssal blazer for Rain, ethereal whirlwind for Eldet, and of course another. What did you take? Abyssal blazer as well.
Yes.
All right. So the abyssal blazer for the ethereal wind, I told you already. The abyssal blazer. Why am I doing this? I could be doing this. The abyssal blazer, I believe. Yes. Yeah. The abyssal blazer. This is what you get at your table.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
Fiery deep red cocktail served in a glass that appears to be constantly smoldering. The drink is made with a rare infernal spirit distilled from the essence of fire elementals and mixed with a blood orange syrup found only in the lower planes. As soon as you take your first sip, it ignites a warm, invigorating sensation that runs through you. And you momentarily feel more bold, more courageous. Like nothing can make you feel fear. For the next 8 hours, you are immune to fear-based spells or effects.
Nice.
Very nice.
Grog
And
takes
this
a
is
sip.
the ethereal whirlwind that Eldet is receiving on her on the side of the table.
Amazing looking.
And the steak doesn't have a taste at all, Joe, just as it was marketed. However, it kind of feels nice when you chew on it. Like the texture is actually doing something for you. It's massaging your taste buds, like a chewing gum that gives you some sort of a satisfaction. It's weird, because usually you are a taste-based driven, but this is an experience.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. Just doesn't lacks taste. That's why. And I understand why it is popular, because in a world that lacks taste, at least something that can do something for you. So.
Yep.
And you start enjoying your drinks and stuff like that.
As the atmosphere loosens up a bit. So, let's not forget what we are here for. We need to convince the proprietor to sign the deeds of the mall of Mahadi, that's what chema.
It was Mahadi, but just taking this place all in, all the luxury and the finesse. Where would we even begin to try and convince the proprietor to relinquish not only the locale but also the staff?
Well, exploit his weaknesses.
No, you're thinking of this wrong. No, not exploit his weaknesses, Grog. This is so goblin of you. No, give him what he wants. It's always easier to draw someone in with honey than with mustard. With vinegar, sorry. I mean, did you look at him? He looks quite sad.
Well, I think he looks bored, actually.
Bored, sad, clearly lacking something. Question is, what he desires most is how much is he willing to pay for it? Or how well are we stealing it?
Well, we were told he wants to die, but can't. So I'm guessing that's what maybe we should offer. An opportunity to
I
travel with
understood
us.
that he wants oblivion. That's not the same thing as dying. That's forgetting.
No, I think
And,
he wants to just die because he can't. That's what the Mahadi told us.
So what we learned is that the Hell Riders, and he got the cold feet after they charged in here, and he fled back and closed the portal behind and condemned the others to stay here. So after a while he was cursed to never die, I guess. Such a
always
shame.
return.
Another of Lady Zariel's edicts. She made such strong curses and contracts. I'm in awe. This is, well, we have to thank him for the fall of Zariel and her becoming our lord.
He's quite famous, right? He's a legend.
How do you think he got this place so popular in such just a few months? Because, yes.
Maybe we can get him to sign an autograph on this paper that has so many words. Just a
Trage că n-am prins-o. Trage că n-am prins-o.
că îi
Cine
cerem
era?
un autograf pe o hârtie cu multe
Pe
cuvinte.
hârtia aia.
Aoleu. Horror.
Chiar bonkers.
Anyway,
Măcar dacă ar merge.
I feel quite bold after drinking some of this blazer stuff. I'm up for a challenge. Going.
Maybe we should just go and listen to his story. I mean, I don't see why he would be seeking death unless he would be running from something or trying to forget something.
You know, it's been many years since he's trying to find
Well,
it.
you know, Vesper said something before when you
Me?
guys were proposing to go to Sir Robert's. Vesper said that if there's anyone who can find any loopholes or anything, would be Asmodeus' daughter, right?
Glacia. Yes.
Glacia.
She's like that's her whole spiel. She doesn't do any deals of her own, but she turns other people's deals. It's like a refinancing for soul contracts.
Yeah. Would she be able? Do you think we should be able to deal with curses also?
I mean, there's no loop that she cannot find. Loophole, I mean.
Maybe we got. I think we have a trip in that direction. So maybe we can convince the guy to join us, and we can find a way for him to get an audience with her.
Do you think that you can convince him to leave this place and come join us until the, nu știu, 6 sau 7, whatever, 6th or 7th layer of hell?
Well, technically, he wouldn't necessarily leave this place. We could convince him to join us, and Mahadis wants to pretty much remake this kind of place on the boat. So we can convince him to come join us on that. Well, the staff also comes with and everything, and then the same thing on the boat. So nothing much changes for him except that there's a chance that he might get rid of his curse in not that long.
It's worth a shot if he did not consider that already.
I don't know if he did or not consider it, but yeah, I think that's our best bet that we can offer him. You just saw him get like 50 soul coins and all sorts of other wealth. I don't think it's lacking in. There's no reason for him to sell this place. There's no reason for him to give it up, except if we can offer him what he wants the most.
Grog stands up.
The little Slim Shady, please stand up.
Actually, he's quite small, so by standing up, he's just table height.
Okay.
Let's go.
He's
Let's
just
see
going
what,
while you are talking, so keep talking if you want.
Se ridică și Rain. Și vreau să folosesc și eu detect tot.
Okay.
And he goes to this lady. I'm sorry to bother you. Just want one thing. To know your name?
Stai că am pierdut... Te duci la The Tsundere?
Yeah.
Alright.
Got something.
My name is Hemora.
Such unholy name. I love it.
You want to switch service?
Unfortunately, it's too late for me. This service, I'm being served, and I'm serving. Yeah,
Well, you change your mind, you know where to find me.
and he hops on a stool,
Mm-hmm.
and she tries to catch the attention of the guy. What? Sorry, where do you get these stuff? Where do you find them?
Where do I find them? Well, unfortunately, I made them.
And why is it that such unfortunate?
I mean, I don't want to curse anyone else, to tie anyone else to my curse.
So you are also cursed. I'm Grog, by the way. And he extends the hand across the table, which doesn't amount to much.
He jumps a little bit with half of his body over the table to catch yours and shake it. And while he shakes your hand with the right, he pulls his lip back with his left and shows you his vampire fangs. Cursed, he says.
Well, you see, some will call it a curse, some will call it an opportunity. But I guess you know better, since you live with it for how much long now?
I don't even know. I lost track. Hundreds of years.
And are you... I'm going to say a word, but don't mind it. It's just a word. Are you happy?
Far from it, my friend. Nothing makes me happy. I'm punished at all corners of my existence for one mistake I did. But, I apologize. This is not a place to get you down. This is a place to get you entertained. So, forgive me. A drink on the house, and says apologetically as he gives you another abyssal glazer.
No, don't apologize. It's my fault for being so intrusive. I'm sorry. These are my friends, by the way. Ray, Eldet, and the guy at the big stick at the table eating Eldet steak. That's Joe.
They seem to be still enjoying the cow steak, I see.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's
Întind mâna Rain și spun Rain Silver Mantle, Kindred Spirit.
Gender Sunstar.
So you're a vampire?
I am indeed. Have been for a while. But it's funny. I'm not a usual type of vampire, you know?
Actually, no. What is the usual type?
I mean, the ones that have a dungeon or a mansion and they subjugate everyone and they go like, blood!
Are you afraid of sunlight?
Afraid I was, yes, for a while until I became obsessed with it. I thought it would have been my ticket out, my salvation. But the sun. The sun. I threw myself into the sun. And my pain. And what did it do? It only. The sun for me was just like a passage into this own world, into the hells. From the place here of my great cowardly moment.
By the way, Avernus is in a permanent penumbra or something like that? Or is it
Există un
permanent
fel
light?
de there's a sort of a sun, something lighting it up at all times. It's like a waning sun at all times.
Ok,
Este ca în filmul ăla cu Vin Diesel, cum naiba se numea.
da.
Ridic?
Da,
Pitch Black?
exact, în genul ăla, da.
The sun is not the same as the one of the material plane. This is a fake sun. Does nothing to me. Doesn't even tingle.
You know, I see something familiar in you, Jander, Sunstar. Perhaps a reflection. You try to find comfort, but you can't. So do I. I also wasn't always like this. One decision, one moment of weakness, or maybe necessity, and everything changed. And the world sees only what we become. A vampire, a white goblin. They don't see what was before. They don't understand how quickly fate can turn. We carry some curses, born from fleeting moments. Mine came from something else, obviously. Yours from... who knows what. He doesn't want to give the impression that he knows the story. Different actions... Yeah, say.
Vreau să întreb what thoughts am I hearing
Hai
from
la cu
Jander?
detect thoughts, trebuie să vedem să dea un save, nu? That's how you're going deep.
Nu,
Alea
cred
de
că nu.
suprafață, nu?
Ba, ala de suprafață nu trebuie să dea niciun save, nimica.
Corect, da, întrebam dacă vrei want to go deep or not.
No. At the moment, no.
Second. Good.
That is down wisdom save dacă I want to probe his mind. Not now. Riscăm să stricăm prietenia.
Dacă atunci când încerci, he's aware.
Da, exact.
You see that what you're getting is that it is good for him to talk about this, but you get some sort of an embarrassment because he believes that he is inconveniencing you as patrons. So he's a little bit conflicted in that way. He's like, I shouldn't be saying this. I'm sure they do not care about what I'm telling them. Just want them to have a good time, you know.
Intervin atunci și one second, Grog, și spun Mr. Jander, I have to tell you that it's liberating to find a place like this and have a conversation like this with someone like you. I thought that everyone here in Avernus, they're all, tough, vicious brutes that have no feelings and have no desire and time to speak about their emotions and what they really feel, își duce mâna la piept. And here, după care și la cap, and here, at this, I would like to say that this has to be hands down my favorite place. I have never expected to find such a gem and have such meaningful conversation with someone here in Avernus.
Well, of course, my friend, that is part of my curse. It always seems to happen the other way that I'm trying to. So here I am. When I wanted to live, I couldn't because I lived with the shame of the thing that I have done. And then when I tried to die, I was not allowed to die. Instead, I was given a new life here on the on Avernus. And when I said, well, maybe this is good. Maybe this is a good new beginning. I should go walk this plane, and that should maybe start a new life, a new name for myself. Then I was not allowed to walk. I lived attached to a metal tree for hundreds of years, being fed by sturges and protected by one of Zario's generals. Then when I was put down from the tree by some adventurer or something like that, for a moment I became dust, I disintegrated, and I thought, finally, release. But no, I just reformed somewhere else in the Avernus. And I said, fine, I'm going to go to the Bronze Citadel, and then I'll become a nuisance for everyone, and everyone will hate me, and they will kill me, will dismember me, and take me apart. But no, I just became the most popular, or at least one of the most popular places around here. This was initially a hole in the ground that I wanted to crawl in, and look at it, it is thriving. I cannot take this anymore.
My friend, I might have a solution for both of your problems. I think that the moment we walked through that door, that force field, this turned to be your lucky day. What if I offer you a way of forgetting what you have done permanently? So you no
I
longer
tried
have
that.
to. You no longer have to live with the shame and getting this place out of your hands.
The more I try to forget, the more I remember. That does not work.
Maybe
There
I
are
can
ways.
find a way.
I appreciate the thought. I truly do. I've been living for hundreds of years. I have tried everything. It always happens the other way.
Well,
But
we
theoretic modify memory. I could literally make him forget unless someone casts remove curse or greater restoration.
Yeah, but you can make him forget if it's still the same, like 15 minutes of stuff.
There's an event that is new within the last 24 hours. Eliminate all you can permanently eliminate all memory of the event. Allow the target to recall the event with perfect clarity. Change its memory. Okay.
No more than 10 minutes.
Refer the target of an event. Da. Nu, n-am cum. În the last 24 hours. Da, nu.
Orice ar fi, crezi că un spell slot de level 5 poți să modifici și un curse, dar de un almost deity?
No,
No, no.
Now we gotta get help from another deity.
Someone stronger.
Yep.
Or, yeah.
Well, if we want to come clean to you, Sir Jander, we represent someone with significant influence around these parts. Someone
No.
who has the power to negotiate arrangements.
You do?
Yes,
We do?
yes. Someone
And
who
who
has mobile assets and wants to expand. Our employer seeks establishments of distinction, and this one has got their attention. Well, in exchange for the rights to this establishment, they are prepared to use their considerable influence to advocate for you and to speak to those who decide your fate. Would that be something that interesting you?
The one that decides my fate is no longer around here. We have a direct line to the now Angel Zario.
Well,
Because I was hoping, even though when she was redeemed, they ascended to the celestial heavens, that she would take mercy upon me and undo what she has done while a lord of hell. But here I am, still suffering.
Well, we have a line in the other way. Not up,
Yeah.
but down.
Fortunately, the hell is built on hierarchy, and what Zariel has done, or maybe Glacia, can undo.
What did you say it was built on? Anarchy?
No, hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy, okay.
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because the Abyss is built on anarchy.
No, anarchy.
Yes.
Well, we are on our way down. Is it down? Down the river or up the river?
Metaphorically down.
No, is it? Which way does the river Styx flow?
Down.
Where? Down to the lower levels, right? Yep. And we will also be passing through the territory of Lady Gracia.
Glacia. Like glass.
Glacia.
Glacia. And we heard from trustworthy sources that if there's anyone that can undo a contract or a curse, find the flaws in these things, that's her. But I don't think she makes house calls, so we and you yourself would need to go down there.
You have an in with Glacia?
Not yet.
Our employer
but
has, I assure you.
Și transmit telepatic că tot am activat feed-ul lui Grog. We do? He does?
Can I answer telepathically or is it one way?
Nu pot să răspund.
I shrug, not looking at Rain, but I just shrug.
Cred că nu pot să răspund, stai.
And I shrug.
Ce, message?
Nu e message, e telepathy. Telepathic, direct. Telepathic utterance. You can speak telepathically to any creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself. Telepathic utterance are in a language you know, and the creature understands only if it knows that language. Your communication doesn't give the creature the ability to respond to your telepathy. Deci nu.
Well, you know that this place, Third Gender, is built on contracts, this whole thing here, from what I've seen.
Of course.
And, well, we might not have an in now, but we are aiming much higher than going to lower than lower and higher the same place, which is weird, than Lady Glacia. So getting an in with her should be something that we must be able to do if we are to achieve our final goal. And I think that we might, I'm looking at the other guys, be willing to stipulate that into a contract that we will support you in finding an end to your condition if you agree with the terms of our employer. That way.
It is also something I have tried before, but never have I managed to get an in with any of the archdevils, and I do not think many would have been able to help me. However, I have heard rumors about Lady Glacia and her ability to get things of people even out of the most hurtful curses and contracts. If there's anyone that could help me, that could be her. But knowing me, if I do agree to this, I'm sure it will happen exactly the opposite. Everyone will fail, you'll all die before getting there, and I'll have to start over, and everything else will be different but the same.
Yeah, but if you stay here, everything will be the same. If you come with us, there's a
told you that. Yeah, go ahead.
If you come with us, at least, well, you might be entertained for a little while, and then there's a chance, small, maybe not small, maybe just an average chance that we might succeed. We're not planning on dying over here, and if we put things into a contract, then we're bound to try to do what's in the contract.
Hmm.
And I'm guessing it's your choice of boredom, perpetual, continual boredom, or interrupted boredom with the chance of death.
So,
You know
Sergeant,
what?
you think that
Yes.
everything that you want happens the other way, right? The opposite.
It felt like this recently, yes.
What if you wish to stay here, but you truly wish to stay here, and we take you with us? Hmm?
I don't know, it never works in my favor. I might try the reverse thing. As I said, when I first got here after getting burned by the sun, I felt like, yes, this is a new life. I'm gonna walk all of the
So don't have
awareness.
any
Then I got
hope in
stuck.
us. Actually, don't have any hope in us. Okay?
I already do not.
Perfect.
Granted. Alright.
Why don't you come at least have a visit to the docks? Meet our employer. See if he's capable or not of taking us to
I
Glacier.
would rather not. I'll read that contract if you have it.
We do have it.
I think so. Mahadi gave it to us.
One of us has it.
Tim
You
has
give it to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he starts reading. I don't see anything here about what we discussed. This is merely
Yeah, no, that would be a separate contract. You and us.
but this also binds me and my daughters to serve at this place.
Oh, it binds him also, not only his
Yes,
stuff.
he's part of the staff.
His
man.
staff, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Trebuie să-ți dai seama.
But
How do
If-
contracts work? Can we have a multi-party contract?
What does that mean?
Because this contract is between you and our employer.
Yes.
It's not between you and us.
Yes.
We can
but does
adjust
this-
the contract.
Let me put it another way. Does that contract prevent you from dying? Forbid
No.
you from dying? No. Yeah. So if we do another contract between you and us, saying that you accept to sign that contract, if we accept to help you be mortal again, then if we succeed, well, yeah, I guess if we fail, then you get stuck there.
But
Oh no, that's a good. Go ahead.
what if we add 2 extra clauses to the existing contract?
Yeah, this is why I was asking about how the contracts work, because if it's between
we
two
can
parties
make
or
an-
multiple parties.
No, we can make an annex to the existing contract with adding 2 clauses to it. One is that we engage in bringing Jander's cause to Glacia, and we're bound to it in exchange for him signing over the rights of the Mao's rest to Mahadi. And the other clause that this will become the primary distributor of the raspberry flavored holy water vodka shots.
But that's the thing. I don't think contracts work like that, because this is Mahadi's contract with him. We can't really add stuff about us in it.
Din ce știu eu, din Infernal Contracts, se pot face anexe în care să se introducă alte clauze și alte parties in the contract.
If you negotiate with the owner of a contract, yes, you can add and go to the negotiating table, add and remove as much as you can, but none of you is the holder of the party.
Correct. So
You're
we have
just
to go and talk
messengers.
to. We have to go talk to Mahadi.
Or do a contract between.
Sau să facem noi contractul între.
Yeah.
Exact.
I think
Well-
it's easier like that because we're the owner of the contract, not someone else. If yeah. That way everyone has at least the hope of getting what they want. Even if you've lost all hope, Sir Gender.
Well, to protect me from becoming forever attached to another curse or another master, if you want, the contract between us will be as such that you will do your best to negotiate with Glacia, or if failing to do so, with other beings for my eternal release. Otherwise, you'll take my place in the contract that I'm owed with this Mahadi.
So
That
basically,
would
you are
make me
released.
comfortable.
You are
Yes, if
released
you,
either way.
I am at least not bound to this master if you fail.
Well, we're not gonna fail, so it sounds good to me.
But this does come with a risk. So to sweeten the pot, what do you say we also add in the contract that you will start serving the raspberry flavored holy water vodka shots?
Well, we can't because this place will belong to Mahadi, so you need to do that with Mahadi.
But he's the barman. I'll bring it
Yeah,
up to
that-
Mahadi
yeah, but-
also.
I think we
Maha-
can, he says as he kind of smiles off the mouth. We'll introduce it in the menu now while the bar is still in my possession, and then we will pass it over with that whatever vodka to Mahadi as well.
This is negotiating. That'll lower trade tariffs.
Not yet. That is in a different hell known as America.
Murica, in the Murica layer.
Is any of you a devil, perchance?
Vesper!
Yes, yes, yes.
The natural
She-
simp.
Kind of with the mouthful of steak. What?
Do you know how to sign contracts?
Of course I am devil. Didn't we
Come
sign
over.
one when we met?
No, didn't you already
Come.
sign one?
Yeah, but who knows what's her capacity for contract signing? Maybe she used it up for the day.
Limitless. Devils, they never use it up.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
so
What she says. I like this guy. He knows stuff.
here's the deal.
No.
We need a contract with this guy.
Okay. So I'm like a devil notary. Raja.
Yes.
10% of the deal.
I'm not even sure what exactly the
Ah, there's no
price is.
monetary. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll take a soul coin.
Yeah, seems fair, I guess.
Of course it's fair. You're my friends. I give you the special treatment.
Yep.
The
That's
special
what I'm
price. You
saying.
know. Yes. All right. I usually my contracts are on human letter.
Well, I guess paper will have to do this time.
We don't have any humans around here.
I have my stash. It's just that I have my stash of human letter. It's just that that's how my contracts work. I cannot sign them on anything else. I mean,
Yeah.
I know a guy that signs on toilet paper. Everyone makes fun of him, but not me.
I
Of course,
think we-
Vesper, you're a professional.
Of course. I mean, yes.
Toilet paper will become expensive, more expensive than human skin.
All right. Yeah, well, let's see. I'm not good with loopholes, so if there's any, I can help you with that. After all, you just pay the soul coin for it. She kind of puts, she kind of drafts it up, wiggles with her finger in the air, and the text appears on the parchment of human flesh that she has. She plops it on the table. Still has some veins in it, some still dripping a little bit of blood. Okay.
Hmm.
You may sign it.
Yep.
Jander signs it under his name, and the section that you guys are supposed to be is a little bit larger because it needs like 4 or 5 signatures.
Hmm.
All right, pass it over, just like peace pipe. Big and
Just like
burly
we
and cheater.
rehearsed.
Mr. Cheater, let's go. Okay,
Okay.
my lady.
I'm Mr. Thief, remember, not cheater.
And this
Thief.
signs as well. Fully confident in her and her partner's abilities.
Walking Dead.
Hilarious.
Master Splinter.
Hmm.
Rat face.
Yeah.
Reinia contractul, se uită să asigură că clauza pentru raspberry flavored holy water vodka shots e inclusă cum trebuie, then he signs.
All right. All right, everyone. Before we sign that other contract, I will need a recipe for just to put it in the menu. What's it called? Raspberry flavored vodka
Holy
shot?
water raspberry flavor.
Holy water, raspberry flavored.
Stai, că mă gândesc.
Can we come?
Trebuie să venim cu un nume mai catchy.
Yes, we have
No, it's
this.
fine, it's
The drinks we serve here have 2 words, so can we do it in 2 words? So it is consistent with the rest of the menu.
Angelic essence.
Holy raspberry.
Holy fructose.
Nu merge ceva cu fructoză. Nu aș pune neapărat ceva cu holy, mai repede aș băga cu ceva cu inner fire sau o chestie de genul ăsta. Voi vorbiți cât mă gândesc.
Radiant Dash.
Angel's Kiss.
Oh.
Raspberry Kisses merge.
Mm-hmm.
E Angel că e holy.
All right. Is that the final answer? All right.
Yeah, it's Angel's Kiss. And I would even put a catchphrase. Prove you can handle heaven's touch and enjoy the burn.
This is already a winner. All right. He takes the ledger with the recipes. Put the name in there, the catchphrase, and then waits for you to tell him the recipe, which he adds there with the embellishments. He dots it at the end, closes the ledger, and now it has magically become part of the
menu.
the establishment. Then he will take that other contract you have given him, will read it again. He'll take a huge breath as he's about to jump into the ocean, and he signs it. And nothing happens.
Oh,
If
but I
nothing.
wanted
Yeah,
to pass.
I guess need to take this back. He rolls it up again, the scroll. This contract of Mahadi looks like a regular scroll. It even has a wax seal. It looks beautiful with a ribbon. He hands it over back to you.
Have you heard of Mahadi before?
Îi dau un bilețel cu rețeta.
Okay.
Să o pună. And train the waitresses.
Nice. Okay. Well,
Nice.
is there anything else I can do for you? We're business partners now.
Indeed.
And just as that, nothing happened for a second, but after that, the rest of the patents start disappearing.
Ooh.
They get ejected. And only you, the staff, and the Any of the stuff in Vesper remains because she's attached to you by contract. And you see appearing behind Jander, letters in there in front of the face of Baylor, under new management. The words under new management. Well, yes, that happened, I guess.
Nu trebuie să mergem la Mahadi să-i ducem? Sau... Adică, practic, în momentul în care a semnat, it already happened. Mahadi deja știe, nu?
Mahadi avea deja semnătura pusă acolo. Yes.
Am înțeles. Deci a intrat în vigoare contractul. Basically.
Metafizic, da. Metafizic. Te-au și dispărut aia de acolo că... This is a different establishment now. It's no longer called Mo's Rest. It's called the Infernal Rapture.
And are we on the boat already?
You are in the... You're still here.
Suntem in the Infernal Rapture.
Okay.
I hope this will be a fruitful period for the Infernal Rapture.
Find release. It shall be.
You know,
Now,
there's something, now that we have done this deed, there's something of interest at least to some of us. I remember when we first heard of the deck of many things, some of my companions here getting a bit giddy at the thought. Would you say that would be a possibility for some of us to draw? And I'm not speaking for myself, I think I'm speaking for my red powerful friend over here.
I no longer have power to decide anything in this bar. You'll have to speak with the new owner.
Yeah, well, after seeing that guy just disappear, and I want to enjoy my new weapon a bit more before.
Și-am rolat random pe față ca să văd exact ce se întâmplă. Adică nu era predefinit nimic. Ai văzut?
Da.
It can happen. Even to me.
Yep.
Bine, nu ca
That went well. That went well.
Cam așa se întâmplă.
So we stay away.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. However, I can no longer provide any service, any drinks right now until I'm allowed to again by the one that owns the place now. And now, if you will not mind, I need a moment with my daughters to explain what just happened. And
Of course, I think
With that in...
we should head back to the boat.
Yes, that's what I was thinking as well. With that in mind, maybe we should do
Deci Mahadi ne-a zis că trebuie să luăm ceva item de aici, de fapt.
Nu?
Nu, boss, nu. Stafful.
E nu
The staff, adică...
The staff era ceva care făcea... Ceva care făcea lucrul special.
Nu mi-aduc aminte nici eu.
Deci you wanted the place with the stuff.
Deci ține-o minte de altundeva.
Probabil.
Nu era că e ceva item special care face locul ăsta să fie altfel, cum era și Infernal Rapture-ul înainte.
Având în vedere că această aventură, ca să zic așa, e purely invented by me, I can say as the creator of it că nu există altceva.
Nu, dar așa ține minte că ne povesti el pe barcă.
Nu mi-aduc aminte, avea să scrieți așa ceva.
Ok. Da, registrare după aia, da.
Poate că a zis că it's a special place, dar nu zicea că e ceva, o magie specială care îl face special. E doar the curse of gender, că it made it probabil made it popular when he wanted to just crawl in a hole and be forgotten. So he got exactly the
opposite. Yeah. Ok. Avem impresia că e ceva artefact pe care îl are el, care face locul ăsta să fie special.
Nope. Nine.
We had enough artifacts for one night, I think. Deci mergem la Mahadi? Îi dăm vestea bună?
Yeah.
There's nothing for you here.
Da, oricum bănesc că știe, dar let's go.
report under new management. As you open the door, it was previously well oiled, but as you exit, now it squeaks. As if, and you exit not on the bone alley, but you exit. Oops, what the fuck am I doing? Not in the main plaza, streets of the citadel, but you exit straight out of the room that was.
I told you, we're on the boat. We're on the boat.
Ah, my friend. Well done, well done. You have proved yourselves great helps. Now, at your convenience, we may depart.
Depart to where exactly?
To where you need to be. It says, yes.
We need the guide back. Where is Kotam? Ah,
Is it-
there he is.
Finally. I told you shouldn't linger much here.
We made friends.
It is dangerous. That is exactly what I was afraid of. There are many eyes in the Bronze Citadel. I do not want word of your arrival to reach you know who.
But that is plainly impossible. With so many devils around. By the way, meet Vesper.
Hello!
Scuze, eu nu știu la cine se referă Cotam cu vinul, să nu afle.
Asmodeus?
Ah, ok. Da, gata, ok, makes sense. Nu știam exact la cine se referă.
Alright, so the idea că ai întrebat where I'm supposed to go is to go get your souls.
Da, asta
There
știu.
are two in Avernus on the Warslaw as have been divined. So idea was probably to get there, or at least close enough.
You promised
And-
that Kotam will describe a bit more what
I did, yes.
Warslaw is.
Warslaw immediately. So Master Mahadi.
No.
Go ahead.
No,
Slow?
yeah.
Slow. Like a pit? I don't know, like
Swamp. Situation characterized by the lack of progress or activity.
a swamp. Da.
Sau un oraș în Berkshire, în Anglia.
Alright. May we use this room to speak? Sure. I'm just... Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna take care of my new infernal rapture. Alright, friends. Come here. I will explain what... It must be explained.
Nu era parcă Sarin avea sufletul în Avernus?
Și un...
Sarin și Magnar.
Eldet. Nu. Gargar.
Ah, da, Gargar. Da.
And Kotam says, as he starts explaining it, he also pulls some sort of a parchment from his robes, and he says, but before he says, did I or did I not? I probably did not. Let me fix it. Actually, I'll fix it later. I will just use this. All right, the parchment that he shows you, it's of something akin to a map. Of course, maps are not that accurate in the Nine Hells, as the landscape is always changing. Not like it does in the Abyss, but because of the many battles that's happening all around, the many fortresses, people, devils moving all around. However, this is a map of the Warslaw. And to tell you what the Warslaw is, I have to start with the story. Once there was a battle that pushed even the limits of the Nine Hells to pass their breaking point. Devils still talk of the great fray in hushed voices, mostly because of the infernal bureaucracy it still causes. On that day, the skies of Avernus opened and the demons just kept coming through. Host upon host of them. and the blazing and barbed armies of the Nine Hells rose to meet them, as they always do. And it went on and on and on, a single engagement of the blood war that raged back and forth, while on the more mundane planes, mortal lifetimes came and went. Empires rose and fell, species were created and became extinct. Countless demons and devils fought and were destroyed or banished. Countless. That was the problem. He pauses a little bit, as if not quite sure exactly where to go with the story. He glances at you and then continues. It is the chaos that did it, of course. All those demons concentrated on a single field, slaughtering the lesser host of the Nine Hells through sheer ebullient numbers, but being slaughtered in turn, their ichor being shed in tides that would drown a nation, and again and again and again. The demons have been driven off long since, but in some way the Abyss won that engagement. The war slough is what's left, and that is where we must search. It should be easy to find. A great sunken bowl miles across, a morass of half-down trenches, craters broken, war engines, and ruined fortification. There are weapons and artifacts of vast power, lost in there, in the worst strata of the slough, stockpiles of souls, and every unique war-ending engine that failed to end anything, all of it buried in the corrupting mud, and two of your most coveted souls, of course. The devils. They are barred by edict of the Lord of the First to even be able to step into the war slough. They cannot, even if they want to. That's where we must go.
That means we may find some demons there?
I do not know where we can find. Haven't entered. I'm not crazy.
Well,
Aye,
that
but
certainly
considering-
sounds like a lovely place.
Piece
Yeah,
of the abyss in the Nine Hells.
The abyss is still there, so demons may still yield power. So we have to be on the lookout.
Where you need
But
to
we
go.
do it. We do this for Sarin and me Uncle Gargar.
So are we going exactly there or nearby? Or how does it work? Is it close to the
The river?
Styx? To the river?
Unfortunately, not that close. It is close to Bell's Forge. But I'm sure that Master Mahadi will get you as close as possible. Yes, my friends. Me and she's not my friend, but your friend here, your guide, he has been telling me of your destination. And, my friends, not to say that I'm not a gracious host and an even gracious master, I have something for you. And he goes into one of his bags and pulls out what appears to be a parchment or a piece of painting that is rolled up and not attached to Rama?
Frame.
Frame, yes. She hands it over to you. He hands it over to you.
Looks
What
like
is
a
it?
map.
What is it?
Modernus map?
Nope. It's a painting.
Ah,
We unroll it, and what do we
art.
see?
It's a tapestry of the descent of Zariel, of her descent into hell, in such pristine and beautiful depiction. Of course, this is not for you. This is my gift to you, to pass it on to an old friend of mine. I assume that a journey through the wastelands of Avernus will not be kind to your feet. So take this to Fort Knucklebone, to my friend Mad Maggie. She's obsessed with all sorts of Zariel paraphernalia, and I'm sure she's willing to trade it for a war machine of hers. So you may go where you must, because it is not close to the river, not at all. And luckily, unlike your friend here, I come more prepared. And she shows you a map of Avernus. So, this is where you are, at the Bronze Citadel.
Aici?
Yep, that's the party token.
Mm-hmm.
Use it as you want. Oh, yeah. He plops it on the table.
The worst
So if you have questions. Well, it is depicted on the map here. It should be this one. Of
Aici,
course.
ok.
This is merely a visual aid. It's not as straight as to go from here to here, he shows you with his clawed finger. This here is where I remember the Fort Knucklebone last used to be. So I'm gonna take the river around here. I'm gonna drop you here and wait for your return. And you'll head over to Mad Maggie here. Get a war machine and possibly speed up your journey towards Bell's Forge. If anything, just go towards the highest volcano on the plains once you see it, and you will know the Warslaw is close by. So this is Bell's Forge. You often does rounds between the Bronze Citadel and the Bell's Forge. So if you get lost at some point, just follow the infernal fortress, either back or forth.
Tallest volcano on the horizon, got it.
Yes. Do you agree with this plan?
Yeah, that sounds.
You're definitely the one who knows this place best, so...
Alright then. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
What about you, Vesper?
What about me? You seem to have two perfect guides here. Not be useless.
But none is
No.
a good devil like yourself. Someone who has the courage to step up. And
Come on, Vesper, we bonded over that cow steak.
It is. Well, it's kind of interesting, I mean. But I'm also scared. I'm a little imp. We are opportunistic. Yes, we are opportunistic. This is an opportunity. Very well.
Yes, it is.
I shall join you.
same deal?
Well,
I think we
I have
should-
nothing.
I-
The deal
maybe-
was for only the Bronze Citadel.
Maybe you can give us a more friendly discount this time. I mean, you know for certain that if you stick with us, well,
I'll
I
will be a
wait,
pit.
wait,
You will
wait,
be a pit fiend in no time.
wait, come on. I'll make you a personal deal.
Yes.
If you want to become my familiar for the period of time that we stay in the Nine Hells, you get 20% of all my earnings.
Only while you're on hell, and if you die, I am released.
Hells.
Yes, hells.
Yes.
I never considered the familiar deal before, but that sounds good.
I mean, well, I couldn't find a better word, excuse me. I would never consider yourself a mere familiar. Perhaps a retainer or a sort of a friend with...
Master Grog?
No, it's fine. Grog is fine. So what do you say?
All right, we can draft that up.
And of course,
And we should.
should you
20% of your share.
yes, and should you find the opportunity to raise in ranks,
Yes.
I
And your
will
share is always 1/5 of the whole party, yes?
I think so.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, then, everyone settle in. Up and away. Not really. All right. You are
Foarte mișto
on the
cum
way. Sailing on the
mi-a
river
făcut o
Styx.
hartă.
Și dacă mergeți aici și pășiți pe scândură, pe,
Plank?
nu plank, pe scări aici.
Mhm.
We go into the river.
Are you in the river?
No, până s-a încărcat în nivelul următor.
La mine
Ok.
nu s-a întâmplat nimic.
Cred că mi-a coborât.
Ai ajuns și tu.
Trebuie mai jos un pic.
Da, e jos.
Nu, e sus. De dată și cine e sus?
E și jos.
Un pic mai, un pas mai jos. Tu vezi și cine e sus. Un pas mai jos.
Era cineva sub mine, de aia nu mă mișca. Nice.
El e totul sus?
El de s-a rămas sus deocamdată.
Păi aici, un pic la jos. Așa ziceam. Gata. Alright. Și aici aveți și camerele voastre, ăștia doi mai șmecheri de la Halroa.
Aha.
Nice.
Why are you in the river? Să dai repede un save pentru River Styx.
Horror.
Lemur
Uite,
scrie pe tine.
acum m-am mutat.
Dacă călcat iar pe...
Nu
Călcat iar pe
înțeleg.
scară. Dar ce dracu așa de
înțeleg.
greu? E un trigger acolo. Dacă tot
E
apeși pe
mai
el...
greu decât pare.
Păi dacă stați toți acolo peste celălalt, e incredibil. Toți pe scară.
Uite, Cotam aici, nu știu, eu îl văd pe Cotam.
Și... Incredibil.
La scara blocului.
Cum ai te dus sus? Nu că dacă ne intri pe iar pe scări, te dus sus.
Dar eu sunt tot sus, eu nu mă văd jos.
Coboară cu un spațiu jos, te rog, cu ăla.
În sud.
Apasă
la sud.
de unde ești tu, apasă unul jos, apasă pe tastatură, în jos.
În jos, nu pe scări în jos, doamne.
Da,
Păi că e făcut să se...
Am
E
înțeles
făcut
acum.
să fie pe scările alea mici de jos. Ca să nu mergi randomly pe deck și să te ducă jos. Uite,
Am înțeles.
sară trigger-ul că m-ați triggeruit.
Am înțeles acum cum funcționează, da.
Triggerul e acel pătrat portocaliu. Și este fix pentru...
Acum am înțeles, da.
Ca să nu... Asta ca să eviți când te duci pe deck să te cobori, dar nu. Bun.
Makes sense.
Ai folosit Monk's Active Tiles sau Regions?
Este modulul de levels.
Levels, ok.
Și ai pe
Da,
levels
știu care și ăla.
opțiunea de draw region as stairs. Alright, și am populat prima cameră cu Infernal Rapture, uite câtă treabă mai avem. Zice mai
Aoleu.
trebuie să faci cel puțin mechanical.
Oh, nice.
Câte eventuri
E
de făcut.
portal către Infernal Rapture, right?
Da, e portal, îți dai seama.
Mhm.
Accesibil din Infernal Rapture.
Eu nu văd portalul, for some reason.
Da, unde
E
ești?
pe nivelul
Ești sus?
ăsta aici.
Coboară jos.
Ok.
Luceafăr sfânt. Alunecând pe o rază. Acum iar ești sus. Mai coboră jos.
Așa. Yup.
Și vezi, adică vezi The Surling.
Nu se vede animația asta, că dăm reload. Am mai întâlnit și miercuri am o problemă asta cu unele animații. La mine se vedeau și, de exemplu, la Don nu.
Ah. Alright,
Da,
alright.
acum o văd. Acum o văd.
Bun. Good. E animația și sus? Sau doar jos? O vedeți și pe deck-ul
Nope.
superior? Ok.
Mm-mm.
Ok, super. Bun. I believe this is a good breaking point to end the session. Cât vă chinuiți voi acolo? E așa, doar n-are... Bine, probabil că o să fie multe momente pe barcă, dar și multe momente care nu o să fiți acolo. So we're gonna start a shorter journey on the Wandering Emporium 6-B up until the point here where conveniently there's also an outpost, a Styx outpost that where a lot of devils are posted to protect against demonic incursions. And while Mahat goes like, welcome, come enjoy the greatest delights of the new Fallen Rapture, while he is engaging with the clients, you guys are starting on foot towards for Knucklebone. And yeah, thank you for joining me.
N-avem vision pe hartă.
Pe asta mare n-aveți?
Eu am.
Eu nu
Eu nu
văd.
nimic.
Poate nu vi s-a încărcat încă.
Aia cu Avernus nu aveți?
Ba da, aia cu râu, care e albastru sus,
Nu,
roșu
vedem,
jos.
se vede doar token.
E negru,
și
da.
cursorii.
Hai că mai dau un reload.
Shapery player.
Da, yeah.
Eu văd bine.
N-am disable, enable.
Acum o văd. Dă un
Susu?
reload, Cosmin.
Eu văd.
Ok.
Da, probabil stat serverul să prea mult și are niște memory.
Da, am dat un reload și a luat-o.
Nu știu curios dacă e harta asta e mare sau ceva, că
Nice.
n-ar trebui să fie așa mare.
Bun, nu e